sarcastic or not.
No, I'm being deadly serious. That's fucking glorious. Like, one of my biggest gripes with that fucking thing was that to like drag a thing from one end to the other for like quick access, you had to drag it all the fucking way. You couldn't scroll because, well, it's sideways. You can't scroll sideways. So it was a fucking pain in the ass. But cool, sideways. Or cool,
Yeah.
vertical now. Anyway, hello everyone, and welcome back to DnD Shadows of War, session number 25. This is being streamed at 8:20 p.m. on the 29th of October, 2020. Per Chris's request, I did the at the beginning to signify it was the beginning of the stream. Per Iggy's request, I said the date this is being streamed at, and because I like it to be just a little nanometer a little more clear, I also said the time this is being streamed at. So yeah, that.
So future you can look at it and go, oh, that's what I did last night.
I mean, I've started to fucking put the date and time it was like recorded at in the like name of the file itself, so that way I don't lose track of it. Like, oh man, I wonder when this was. Well, now I know just by looking at the title. I can also search
That's
up like,
cool.
I wonder if we played anything on this date.
That's actually fucking cool. You're thinking ahead. You're
Yeah.
learning.
Woohoo. Of course, it only took me like 8 or so years to start doing this from when
Of course.
first started. But you know, that's a sad point.
So,
Yes, so
you're
so
back into this wonderful town.
we are indeed.
And you've explained exactly where you are, and you still have Ghost Man, Cassandra. So it hasn't disappeared yet. It will disappear after you take a long rest.
Yeah, man. He can protect me while I'm sleeping.
It's going to protect you from all the other evil spirits. So, after a horrendous long dungeon crawl through a hellscape, you find yourselves here, back into the town. You were able to discuss things, and they have stated that it's been a couple days themselves. And you guys, despite causing issues, while breaking people's legs when they didn't necessarily need it,
Cassandra.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's never happened.
It's been a couple days. He could have broke that leg on his own.
Maybe he likes it being broken. Ever think of that?
Nick you into that?
Oh God, no.
Haven't really thought of bone breaking that much.
Okay, so.
But that's like the ultimate pain.
So after you were discussing with it, and it turns out Anna and her husband were thinking of moving from the town anyways.
All right.
Right.
Yeah.
So they're coming with us.
And you were able to convince them to come with you on this crazy expedition.
This adventure of a lifetime.
And so you picked up a herbalist and potion maker.
The exceedingly high chance of death, but no, you'll be fine.
And they'll be hopefully supplying you with potions to the ends of the earth. Maybe.
For cash.
Possibly.
Or at least until after more. Or until during more. Maybe. We'll have to see. Who knows? You might accidentally decide that you need to kill both of them for some weird reason.
They find a nice place that isn't on fire and full of screaming people and more, and I'm like, oh, we'll settle here.
Yeah, it's something along those lines. So, you know, it's been nice. And everything's being prepped. You've heard that Reskin is kind of
Reskin!
fidgety,
My
but
dude.
that's more, from what you can tell, is just
The greatest friend.
kind of quiet sadness. But other than that, everything seems to be fine. The king's voice has been, and Reskin has been organizing the expedition into more. Now, after this long overdue meeting, where you guys are rather exhausted, you walked out into the middle of the night. What do you do?
You know, I don't think we've healed at all. We should probably take a long rest.
Oh man, really?
Yeah, I know. It's such an outrageous idea.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe we should just, rough it out, go without it. Get some levels of exhaustion, fucking live on the edge.
Sleep is for the weak.
Sleep
Just
is for
Sleep
the
is for the weak. Yeah.
I mean, I'm the one character who technically doesn't need to sleep.
No alternative. Only death. Just die. You're fine.
I will
Sleep in
enjoy
your
it.
bed.
It's fine.
So you guys gonna go take a long rest and sleep?
We're getting a long rest, yes.
Yeah.
When
Got
they
that
get back
fucking
to
big boy health.
the
Oh,
guild house,
idiot.
do they hear anything like loud banging or whatever?
Oh fuck. You
All
interrupt
I
my,
had-
you interrupt my long rest, I'll kill you.
Well, it depends on Well, it should depend on how they deal with it. That's a good question.
Mm. Good. Mm. Yes. Mm.
Yes, the good. Oh, that is so fucking good. All right. Yep. After a long trek, you guys find yourselves back into this place. You guys are probably a little off on the health on these characters, but don't mind it.
Yeah, these are just representations of our past lives in the current setting. Or
Yeah.
current setting, past lives.
Yeah.
Bro, I got like double my health.
So, pitch.
Uh-huh.
What a universe.
Roll dexterity. There's just a flat check, which is just roll a d20.
D20 and my dex is 1. Okay. 15.
All right. Although,
This is an
as
icebreaker.
the two of them are starting to sleep, they can kind of hear muffled banging noises from your room. But although kind of mildly annoying, they're not as loud and interfering with their sleep.
That's
Unless they want to be super light sleepers who get woken up by anything.
Yeah.
No? Alright. So, while Pitch is hammering away at something, and you guys are rested, and the night just kind of slowly comes to an end, and comes daytime. Well rested, you guys gain all your health.
Yeah.
Yep. You get all your health back, any spell slots that you used.
I like health.
I like spell slots and health.
I like lucky.
And you get lucky, and then also roll a portent, Cassandra. Roll the 220s.
Oh fuck. Right, that's a thing.
That's a thing. I gave it to you. Use it. Damn it.
Nah, man, fucking, I gotta save it forever. Those are pretty good.
That's a good set.
Yeah?
That's a good set.
Got
Wait,
a
I
high-
did use one yesterday. I only have the 20 left. So I didn't use the 20. Oops.
Did he not?
No,
Nope.
I didn't use the 20. I
You
used
didn't
the other
use the
number.
20.
I used whatever.
You used the other number.
The other number though. So
Ah.
there's that. Yeah, 19's really cool. 19's good enough.
Yeah, no, you just add that to, just give it to someone, or you use it. If you're like, I really need to hit something, there you go. And if you really don't make sure something doesn't hit you, there you go. That's the 6. All right.
Or for my ability to get last hit, there's the 6.
Hey. So you're thinking about important.
Last hit.
Very last hit.
Yeah.
Woo! Yeah. Gonna just prolong that fight a little longer, make it more epic.
Yep.
Oh no! I made it. I missed somehow.
Okay.
So,
No.
before you guys leave, do you want to do anything in here?
I think I'm good to go.
No. It's all pretty sick. Hey, the hell are you doing?
All right. After some rest and some food, you guys trekked back outside. And as you guys get outside of the wonderful guild house, Ruskin is there waiting for you.
Yeah, what's Ruskin? Yeah!
You missed Ruskin?
Ruskin!
Yeah, he's back. Woohoo.
Oh, good day. And he kind of gives like a short, shallow bow to you guys.
Oh man, by what pleasure do we owe this?
I asked.
It's one of two things.
I wish to ask for something for you guys.
Yeah.
I'm going to attempt to do a family ritual.
Family ritual. In a second, what?
Or more along the lines of a tradition, more so. So you see, my family has the 3 trials tradition. Or we can do it wherever we wish, and I will be doing so when we get to settled into more.
That seems like a not good, not smart idea.
You kind of like gets a grim smile on his face. That's part of the trials. Is it has to be something a little bit more life on a limb. So
like, if there's no war or shit zone going on, do you just get fucked and not take the trial?
well, usually we don't have to do it. The trials are for my family to do to set up us to be warriors of some sort. So if there was no war, we don't really necessarily need to do it. There is technically no war here, just a limbo of some sorts. However, more than likely, considering the readings from the machine and what have you, more is more than likely going to be far, far more dangerous.
Yeah, man, really? Oh, man.
And in turn for that, it would be the perfect place to do the trials. And if necessary, I will be able to help you on anything afterwards.
Wait, it comes with a power bump?
Say that again?
Nice. Never mind, don't worry.
Alright, so...
It's just Chris scheming. You don't have to worry about it yet. Yet.
Don't have to ever worry about me. I'm safe all the time.
All the time. We can trust him with everything.
Don't worry about it. He'll be fine, probably.
Totally.
Just give him all of your money and you can trust him.
Notably, I am the one who currently holds the funds for our group in the shared pool.
Yeah.
We do not have much in the shared pool, if you were wondering.
Ah, gotcha.
Notably.
But in terms of individual wealth, I'm pretty sure I'm the most wealthy.
Potentially.
Potentially.
Possibly.
In any case, if you were wondering, we have exactly 1 communal gold.
Do you fucking...
1 communal gold. Oh god.
Yes.
Holy shit. 1 communal gold.
It was something that we could not divide equally, so the leftovers was just put into the communal gold.
Cool.
About to go buy it.
Alright, duly noted. I will make odd numbers so they
the
can grow.
communal gold. Don't you worry.
Don't worry, it will slowly grow until it eventually is actually worth something.
But that 1 gold, gold is the start of the fortune.
That's the start.
Yeah.
You know it.
Are you gonna make a money bin to swim into?
Oh, you know it. Gonna divide that gold into some silver, into some pennies. It's gonna be great.
And just gonna have I got 10,000 gold pieces that are divided between silvers and bronze pennies.
Mm.
Well, will you help me with these trials and more?
Oh, you're allowed to get help too?
More alongside witnesses,
Oh, okay.
more so than anything.
Yeah, okay, sure.
All right.
I'm great at playing supervisor.
yeah, just move it a little bit more. There we go. I think that'll be good. I don't have to lift my finger. Cool.
Good work. Good job. You're doing good.
All right. He kind of the grin he gives you guys is just blinding. It's like, thank you, sir. Thank you. And, he bows more deeply to you guys, and he just literally turns around and just bolts away. And you can kind of hear him as he runs through the streets, celebrating. He kind of made his day.
Was Ruskin always that fast? Holy shit,
up?
look at him go. Holy shit, look at him go.
Speedy Gonzalez.
He just ran away. Holy shit.
Where was
Yeah,
that
no,
speed? Where's that speed when you need to get him? When you need to get away from the bandits?
Never around.
Never around. Because he doesn't want to run away from the bandits.
Yeah, why run away when you can kill?
Well, yeah. Why run away from a battle?
It's small experience.
All right. So that is the thing.
And of course, Pitch heard none of this because they're in their room.
Oh.
I'm sure we would totally relay all of this information to you once we get around to you.
At some point.
Eventually. Maybe once we
Never.
start the challenge. Or maybe
Well,
once it's
yeah.
over.
Well, but by the way, we're heading off to where are we going?
Wait, he's gonna do some things.
This
All
wasn't
right.
part of the
Wanna be cool.
itinerary.
So,
Yo, fuck the itinerary.
so you got most of today to yourself. If you guys want to do something like visit somewhere and grab something via money, we can do it right now.
Hmm.
You know, I kind of forgot. When are we leaving to more?
Like 3 days, I think.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, let's
Pitch
see.
is working on
In
something
fact,
special.
before you, the two of you, Cassandra and Guts, left, the guildmaster there gave you I gave you a note that was given to you from the organizers of this
No.
expedition.
Yeah, it had some... what was it? It was...
No.
Uzain.
What?
It had language from Uzain on it. Apparently.
You know,
Oh, yeah, that.
So there is that, yeah.
I don't remember.
Or is that a separate one? I don't
What the
remember. It's
fuck
been
are
a
you
bit.
talking
That is it's a separate thing.
Don't say it's a separate thing. I'm super confused.
It's been a bit, okay?
Oh no.
Okay, so
There's 2 notes.
so let me let me clarify this for you, Chris. Are you ready? Are you ready,
Yeah.
Cassandra?
Uh,
The Uzain note
mhm.
was from the Hell Dungeon. This
Okay.
note was given to you this morning while you were at the town in the guild house. The note legitimately just states that you have 3 days until you leave the expedition, and the suggestion was to stock up on some rations on your own and
Oh,
to
dude,
meet
I know.
them
I know
at
I'm
the end of
having fun.
and to meet them at the end of the day and the meeting in the barracks.
Have you ever seen a man subsidize an Oli fucking biscuit?
I mean, to be honest, they probably
We're
wouldn't be
gonna
that
make
surprised.
rations out of the red blue lobster.
Oli biscuit. We're gonna get there and all the rations are biscuits. They're gonna be hella pissed. Yo, what the fuck?
No, these
Banned.
are your guys' personal. They ask you to get yourself personal rations.
Oh, bullshit, motherfucker. What?
Yeah, get your
They
own
always say
rations, you
that.
bitch. But yeah, their end of the note basically says they'll explain later tonight.
Yeah, you better explain, because fucking, if we're gonna take food for everyone, somebody should be a cook and cook for everyone.
Oh no, they only want the 3 of you to get rations for the 3 of you. No one else. It's your own personal rations.
Yep.
Well, unfortunately, I'm banned from the Blue Red Lobster, so.
That doesn't mean I can't keep walking out with biscuits. You can. It's not a hard issue.
Well, it's not my fault that for some fucking reason someone decided that they were going to gorge onto cheddar biscuits until there was nothing left. By the way,
They
I
said
have
they
cheddar
were
biscuits.
unlimited.
We have had unlimited, by the way.
Unlimited to a certain degree, and you reached that degree, sir.
Did he really though?
Anyway, since Apothecary's coming with us, I suppose I don't need to stock up on health potions. Especially considering they didn't have any, if I remember correctly.
At the moment, no, but if I remember correctly, which is it's been a while, the reasoning was because she was stocking up for the expedition.
Right.
Now, that doesn't mean you can't get rations, you can't get dungeoneering supplies or exploration supplies. You guys got a certain amount of money. You can go to the blacksmith, the whitesmith, the goldsmith, the greensmith.
The fuck? No, you're making those up now.
The only one I made up is the greensmith. Everything else was true.
No, I don't remember this goldsmith.
Goldsmith is basically jewelry.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
But everything else, like blacksmith and whitesmith, are
What?
legit. I mean, we have it on the fucking map.
Uh-huh.
No. But okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Oh, where's the goldsmith? Light.
Goldsmith is not on the map.
Oh,
I can make a goldsmith map if you want.
do it.
Okay. Da-da-da-da. I don't like that. That's a bad tat. It's a bad color.
It's a color.
Indeed, it is a color. But why is it not gold?
That'd be too obvious.
I go for something a little. Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah.
There you go, goldsmith.
Nice.
Just for you. Which is, by the
Yeah.
way, this building right here.
Okay.
So the whitesmith, the blacksmith, and the goldsmith are right here. But you also have to go to get adventuring supplies and what have you. The note says, by the way, it said to get at least 2 weeks worth of rations and exploration and like exploration supplies at least.
2 weeks worth of biscuits.
2 weeks worth of biscuits. Yes.
That is called hardtack.
I mean, hardtack is part of the ration supply. Yeah. I mean, you can ask for the town's famous cheddar hardtack if you want.
Fucking old biscuits.
I love the fact I can just type in packs and find 5th edition shit.
Mm.
Yee.
Alright. You have a little bit of time. You have quite a bit of time before you have to meet them in the evening. So you can guys explore and do whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
I will be continuing to do the thing I've been working on the last few days.
Alright. If one of you wants to pick up supplies for pitch, you just tell him he owes you the amount. Then. Or is it a she right now?
Let me check. Currently he.
Thing.
He, okay. Okay. So what do you guys do?
So you have chosen thing. All right. We can do shopping tomorrow. We got 3 days. Fucking.
Yeah, that's all they ask is that you guys grab supplies, and they will explain tonight.
Man, I'll grab supplies.
If you guys want to do something else, you have time. It's just that tonight is when they said they'll explain exactly why.
All right. Well, you know what? We could swap. Where the fuck would we buy fucking adventuring supplies?
Probably the guild house?
No, that's the artisan guild house thing. That's yours shit. For you guys, for actual adventuring gear, if you go down this road and down this road a little bit, you'll find this building, and this is just everyday
The general store.
basically the general store. They'll have rations and what have you, and wandering supplies like rope and torches and what have you. Let's make that a thing before I forget about it. Really?
No. Why would you do this?
Oh my god. Well, you know where it is at least.
Yep.
Yes, right in the center, right there.
There.
Yeah.
Alright, so are you...
Oh, get the adventuring supplies today. Rations could fucking expire.
Rations notoriously don't expire as much as we
Yeah,
think.
I'll buy them as... Listen, biscuits are better when they're warm.
As you guys...
What the fuck? Do I have... Oh, I do have fire. Create bonfire. Yes! Alright.
You can do fire and bonfire, yes.
Uh-huh.
Rations are better when you heat them up.
Alright, so you enter the store. And inside you find an elderly man kind of like wiping down the counter a little bit. And you see a couple of the townsfolk kind of just buying other general supplies.
Nice.
And how it's positioned is on the very back is where the counter and where the owner is. And then like they have just shelves of... Well, up front looks like just general daily supplies for people who are in the town. And then as you kind of go through a little bit, like on near the walls and just a little further away from the door, is where like all these like backpacks, rope, climbing hooks, torches, pre-made torches,
Oh, pre-made.
and that are there, just like just generally right there. And then nearby, you also see on a big screen sign, Dungeoneers packs for sale.
Oh man.
But you guys should have you should have a pack anyways.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
do.
From like the beginning, yeah.
Yeah, from
Yeah.
the very beginning. So I'm just giving you guys an excuse to resupply.
You just
So-
have to, you just have to check what's actually in it
The
half the time.
fuck? Hold on. What
Okay.
do I have? I have 10 pittons. So the 10 pittons come from the Dungeoneers pack, which is what they're also selling.
Yeah.
Okay.
See if I can find a pack. Alright. There's a burglar's pack, a diplomat's pack, a dungeoneer's pack, entertainer's pack, and explorer's pack. So in his store, you can see explorer's packs are more prominent than dungeoneer's packs. And do you want to look at any of the things? Yeah, there's also a bunch of... you can tell that there's also a couple more expensive ones.
The fuck?
You just kind of look through and you're looking at it and you're like, oh, there some of the stuff in it, like for example, one of them was really weird because it had in the backpack with the backpack you get a bedroll and two like fancy costumes and a couple candles and a couple days of rations and a water skin.
Yeah.
And then like a makeup kit.
Oh, that's the entertainer's pack.
Yeah, I'm literally looking at the shit.
Mm.
I'm looking at their pricing, so I'm like, oh, I have to explain why.
Oh, entertainer's pack costs so much. Fucking the Dungeoneers pack doesn't come with a bedroll, but the Explorer's pack does. What the fuck?
Dungeoneers packs are used for it to go through something real quick.
Motherfucker, I want a bedroll. I'm gonna buy a fucking...
So you're kind of looking through it.
You know what? Explorer's pack looks hella nice.
Explorer's pack. So you kind of flag down the owner and point to like the Explorer's pack. It's like oh, all right. How many do you need?
You need 2. 1 for me, 1 for you.
Where are you?
I am Edgy Ghost who told you to pick me up one while you were at it.
I fucking hate
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, okay, fuck it. Yeah,
So-
so I'm gonna need 2 of these.
2 Explorer's packs. All right. He kind of hurriedly over there and grabs one of the packs, double checks it, and muttering, "Damn rascals!" And as he kind of looks through everything, all right, that looks good. That looks good. And then he kind of curses to himself a little bit and kind of rushes in the back. Comes back with a couple supplies.
Okay.
Sorry for the inconvenience. And he kind of stuffs a couple. He stuffs another like a tinder box in and a couple things of rations
Oh,
because it comes with 10 days of rations.
it does. Just like ultra
So you
convenient.
got 20 days of rations. But hey,
Let's see here. 20
And
days of
what?
rations. That's more than 2 weeks.
yeah, but that's it's split. It has to be split between the 3 of you. So that's 10 per person.
Well, technically, I can just eat from nature if needed.
Add it. Equipment.
Like, that's literally one of my racial feats, that I can basically just eat anything. Let's see. I don't require sleep, and by moving across surfaces, you can break down otherwise inedible substances to garner nutritional value. So basically, I can just eat nature if needed.
Okay.
Also, I have the
That is
alchemy
nice.
jug, so if needed, I can make 10
Sick.
gallons of mayonnaise.
No, you're not surviving on
That's not
mayonnaise.
the only reason. Just
I mean, it's
10
technically edible.
fucking gallons of mayonnaise, dude.
A day. 10 gallons a day.
No.
I think it's 4 gallons, actually, but it's still a lot.
It's
Oh,
way
man.
too much.
It's a lot of mayonnaise.
I mean, that is literally 4 things of milk, Ian.
I know.
That's way too much.
Does
No,
it
you're
in a
not
container
surviving
you can
on
see? Does a
mayonnaise.
container count people? Can you create it inside people?
Oh god.
You can't. It's poured from the jug.
Forced mayonnaise.
Just force mayonnaise down their throat.
Dude, super effective torture. Just shove fucking shit down.
Okay,
their throat. They'll die.
it's 2 gallons of mayonnaise a day.
That's still
Yeah,
too
I mean,
much.
That's more than enough to fucking kill a person.
I mean, it
I
can
mean-
produce 4 gallons of beer.
Well,
also-
you guys, you
also
found your
gallons
result.
of
Also
honey.
kill a person.
Gallon of honey.
You're going to be the group's cook at this rate, man.
Just fucking. Just drown.
I mean,
Just drown the opponents
at
in
this point,
alcohol.
at this rate, I'll just make a robot to do it or something. Who knows?
All right.
I could
So you
probably
grab
do
a couple. You got a couple explorers packs.
Dude, a fucking
that. Oh, great! Now you made me want to make something that cooks for us.
a bipedal robot that just forces your mouth open and shits fucking alcohol on you.
But yeah, no. So you got a couple explorers packs. He's like, it comes with 10 days of rations as well
Oh, sweet. Nice.
per group. Would you need anything more of something before?
They wanted us
So-
to get.
You technically you would want 28 days of rations because it's 2 weeks worth, 14 times 2.
Yeah, but he has rations.
He gave you guys 20.
Right, but we already had some to begin with, is what he said.
Yeah. You start off with your class. You start off with a pack of
Right.
10 rations. You have your own 10 rations.
Yeah, so you guys got 20. for each.
Oh, you're not saying that he gave us 20. You're saying he gave us 10, which added on to
Yeah.
our current ones and stuff.
Yeah.
You said 2 weeks. That's 14 days. What are you talking about? Are you talking about, does the note say a month and stuff?
Well, no, it's just my math is fucked. Okay, I've been up since fucking 6.
Nice. That's a play.
But didn't
Yeah.
You don't
you
need sleep. Sleep's for the week.
didn't you have work at 8?
Just keep going.
Yeah, I still have to get over there, and I wanted to get breakfast at some point.
Okay.
Breakfast is pretty good.
Yeah, I went to Einstein Press.
You got a bagel.
I got 2 bagel.
Oh, 2 bagel.
How much did the bagels cost? Because the bagels might actually be cheaper in the store.
More expensive than they're in the store, but they're. I don't go to Einstein's for cheap bagels. I go to Einstein's to have good bagels.
Okay.
Yeah, there it is. Oh,
Einstein's does indeed have good
who would have
bagels.
thought? Who would have thought? You pay more money and you get a better product.
You also get better choices of cream cheeses,
Oh,
or schmears as they like to call it.
A schmear campaign.
mixing.
Yeah, basically. I
I
tell
will
you what, honey almond is really good.
I will be right
Honey
back. I need to go
almond.
feed the cats.
All right.
Okay. So you guys want to pick up a little bit more? Just another 2.
How much
20
rations do I need to purchase from you to get a discount?
20.
All right, let's double that and call it a day. How much is that?
He kind of grins awkwardly, like, give me 1 second. He goes and looks through it a little bit. And you can see him on. He pulls out like a sheet of like just worn paper and a writing tinsel. He's kind of just doing the math real quick. So 5 a day. I'm actually doing math at the moment, sorry.
Math.
Alright. Oops. Oh,
Y'all in the math.
yeah, I'm doing all sorts of math.
Math was my favorite subject in school.
It comes back to you. It's like, I'll give them to you for 75 silver.
That is, you know what, a lot cheaper. That's pretty nice. Where's my summary?
That's about, that would be 25% cheaper.
Oh.
It would be actually 100 if he, but
Fucking nice. You know what? Cool. It's a. How much to it?
wait. How much did you
100
say you
silver?
doubled? Yeah, hold on. You say double the amount that he said 20 of, right?
You said 20, and I was like, double it, nerd.
Okay, so I'm gonna.
We'll just never.
This
run out of
nerd
rations.
doesn't. This nerd didn't double.
Oh god. Hold on. It's gotta do some big boy math.
I gotta do some big boy math now. All right. Go. 55 silver.
What?
55 silver.
55 silver for 40?
Yeah.
Bruh. How much gold? Is that 100 silver to a gold?
100 silver to a gold.
Oh, dude, too easy.
Looks
got
like
change?
that communal gold's
mean,
coming in handy.
Shut the fuck up. Here's a fuck. All right, you got change for this gold.
And it's like, oh yes. Garage over there. By the way, rations per. I had to do rations per day because a ration per day is 5 silver pieces.
Mhm.
And so that's why I was having to do math, and it was like 200. It would be about 200 silver pieces, so 2 gold pieces, usually. But he was giving you as a sale because you're also grabbing 2 Dungeoneers packs, which is already 24 gold pieces. So 24, so about 24.55 silver is what you're spending.
24.55. Cool.
Yeah.
So that's 3 gold.
Well, no, 24 gold. And yeah, Dungeoneers packs are 12 gold piece.
Ah, cool. Makes that only 12 gold. All right, cool. So 25 gold and I get back the fucking 45 silver.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Part of me is fucking doing work math right now in my head, and it's what I was not thinking of, but okay. I mean, if you want to have a fucking 100 gold piece of equipment, you can do that too, but
Cool. That's a lot of rations.
that's plenty of rations for that will last you guys a good fair while.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit of rations.
Mm-hmm.
Like 40 rations.
By the way, the rations also, like, you saw where he was grabbing it for you.
Yeah.
Like on the sign it said with the famous cheddar hardtack.
Oh fuck yeah!
Cheddar
And
hardtack.
so, yeah, cheddar hardtack. So you guys got rations that are dry foods suitable for extended travel. Includes jerky, dried nut fruit, hardtack, and nuts. Specifically, you guys got cheddar hardtack.
Got nut.
And you guys can figure out the fact that this town not is only famous for building ships, but they're also famous for making cheese.
Cheese!
I guess that's why those cheddar biscuits were so delicious.
Yep. I didn't realize torches actually do damage. Cool. I love this thing.
What does damage?
A torch. It does 1 burning damage.
Oh yeah, it's on fire. It's also a blunt object.
Getting poked with a burning stick actually hurts? Oh no.
And
Oh,
it has
no.
100% chance to inflict burn. Or something like that.
It just does 1 point of fire damage.
But how many points if I shove it up their ass?
1.
I don't think so.
I'll give you a critical of 1.
Nice.
It's super effective.
All right.
Anyway.
As you walk out of the general store, the General K store, and the owner is just kind of waving happily at you. Have a good day, ma'am.
Yep, you do.
So you got the rations, you got the supplies.
And
Actually, even I don't even
Yeah.
know if there was anything else.
That
Those
was
exploration packs are going to be wonderful for you, by the
Yeah, man, they come with bedrolls. Bedroll.
way.
Yeah.
All right.
Guts was busy. Where's Guts?
Guts was
You also have a mess kit too,
Oh,
and a
comes with
tinderbox.
a fucking mess kit. The fuck?
Yeah,
That's
that's a
for
mess kit.
food.
Contains a cup and cutlery. Box clamps together, and one side can be used as a pan, and the other as a plate or shallow bowl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That is a shitty pan, but okay.
yeah, it's a mess kit.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's basically a survival kitchen.
It's essentially just used for shit like, oh, I just need to make food real quick, and I want to heat something up. You're not in a when you're exploring, you're not in a kitchen. So
Yeah.
Anyway, while they were getting rations, I was studying the blade. And by that
Studying
I
the
mean I
blade.
went to the blacksmith.
and you were studying the blades of the blacksmith. What are you studying the blades of the blacksmith for?
You better study how to hold a backpack with 40 rations. Come here, Vassal.
Yep, I'm on it. I'm on it.
Is
Yes,
he just the pack
ma'am.
mule of the group now?
Wait. Yes. Okay. What's that meme I've seen several times where something certain time of day? Yes, honey. Something like that.
The fucking Chad meme?
No, I don't know. Hang on. I'm not gonna bother trying to find it.
Time for cock crushing. Yes, honey.
Yeah, whatever that is.
Yeah,
Make
that
me like-
one.
Okay. Regalia reset. Time to Regalia.
Yes, Dragalia. Anyway.
I can cry. What the fuck?
Anyway.
Anyway.
Here we
Why
are,
are you
just
giggling?
bullying Nick again.
Anyway. I walk into the blacksmith.
Okay, you're in the blacksmith.
Hello
You see
there.
the old blacksmith kind of just hammering at something. You don't know what the shape is going to be at some point at the moment, but it looks like a weapon of sort, or at least something. If you want to do a perception check, you can.
Oh fuck, it's you again.
I
Do you
think
think
I
I'll-
will indeed do a perception check then.
Okay.
With my -1 perception.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Oh man.
Oh man, that is actually rather well.
Did he actually
So-
do something?
You did something.
He got an 18.
Oh my god.
So he, as you get closer, you kind of looked at what he was working on, and you can tell it's kind of like almost like a fancy thin blade of like a sword of some sort. And it took you a couple minutes, but you realize that it's a fencer's sword. It's a rapier.
Mm.
As he's like just doing some of the finishing touches on on a little bit of it. He's like, oh, give me one moment, please. And he
Alright.
kind of gives it one final hit, and then kind of puts it into the quilting bay, and then it kind of takes it out, shakes it a little bit, and then like just leaves it to dry. How can I help you?
Well, you see I have this long sword here, but I've been using it for quite a while. I'm looking for an upgrade of some sort.
A longsword.
In
Something
the
big,
one
long, and hard.
in the one-handed weapon category.
One hand. He kind of
Did you do any
strokes his
research on
beard.
your own?
That rapier you just made looks mighty fine, though. What's that about?
Pokey stick.
Kind of eyes you and like notices your misses. It's not really built for someone of your type of fighting style. Rapiers are more for finesse fighters.
Finesse.
Did you just?
Yes, but you see, I have the ability to make that use my charisma.
I don't think
that's how it works.
I
Alright,
mean, that is what Hex
You could
Warrior
just say I'll
does.
make it work.
I
when
can make it.
making an attack roll, a finesse weapon you can choose your strength or your dexterity modifier for your attack and damage rolls.
But also, I can make it use
Edge.
charisma instead with Hex Warrior. Yeah.
With the power of edge.
Power of Edge. So don't worry, I am quite good at using any type of one-handed weapon.
The martial one-handed weapons. And it kind of looks at the longsword. Well, have you tried to use it with both hands or just one hand? For the longsword, I mean.
Let me show you the power of two hands.
You see, the issue with using it two-handed is that seemingly it stops me from being able to use my shield. So
That is true.
You also can't use it to jack off.
that is also an issue.
That is an issue. It would do a one. By the way, rapier would do a 1d8 piercing.
Yeah.
Wow, Piercy boy.
I'm mainly looking for maybe, what's the vernacular for +1 weapons?
That is a good question. I'm gonna go look that up.
Like, oh, maybe this is an iron sword. I'm looking for a steel sword then. You know, something with that little extra oomph.
I'm pretty sure adamantite is a +3 and it counts as a magical weapon. I think that's for adamantite anyway.
Okay. Bear with me as I look this up.
Oops, of course.
Cool.
Don't worry, none of us know these things either.
That's what the internet's for.
You know what I know? I know Nick's a nerd. Coming here, no idea what the fuck he wants to get.
I know I wanted to get a +1 sword. I was just thinking, oh hey, he's working on a rapier.
Yeah, but
That's...
you can look at you can look at all the other swords.
I mean, what other swords are? Like, I got a long sword. That's basically it for one-handed strong weapons.
I don't know. Ask the man. You sell bigger weapons.
Exactly.
I mean, the thing is, I already have, like, the best two-hander I could get with the fucking Gyobu guy.
Yeah, we're not using two-handers. Two-handed.
There is that, actually.
The issue is it can't be used one-handed, so, eh. Too big.
Alright. He kind of like strokes his beard a little bit. Well, I might have something. You are going with the expedition, or as that's been talked about in town.
I am indeed heading on over there.
The super duper cool expeditionary force, amazing, extraordinary omega.
He reaches. I do have a project that I've been working on. A little bit of a thing. And he kind of gets up and he gestures you to follow him. Come with me. I'll show you in the back. And as he takes you through the back into the basically like an open air area, you see a forge, and you see some like a young apprentice just keeping the bellow, just working the bellow and making the making the coals stay hot. And as he gives the apprentice a nod, he's like, "Over here." and he pulls out a rather interesting sword. It looks like, at first glance, it looks kind of like a generic longsword, but as you kind of look at it, you can tell that it looks like it was put a lot more work into it. And like the hand, you can tell like the handle is is like a finely crafted, and well fitted. And he's like, 1 second. Takes the sword, puts it over here, then takes a hammer and a tool, and he just puts the tool underneath the handle, and takes the hammer and goes, hits it 3 times, and then the handle just pops off. All right. Can you show me how you hold your sword?
With my hand.
Show me.
All right.
Ah.
I pull out my sword and sort of gesture. I'll pull out my sword and shield and sort of gesture how I hold it. Upright. Behind my shield, waiting to get a slice or stab in.
It's like, he nods his head and like he comes up behind you. I'm like, I'm just going to see how you hold it. And he kind of looks over and he's like, he just leans forward and looks at your hand. Yes, I think I can do this. And turns around and just bellows, "Apprentice! Apprentice, over here now!" And the person who's been working on the bellows just stops what it's doing, hurries over. It's like, yes, sir. All right. Get me the finest wood that we have. We're making a better handle. Oh, okay, sir. And he runs off to go grab some fine wood.
Oh, wood.
Nick,
Yes.
what type of wood would you like this to be?
Not morning.
Unfortunately, that type of wood is too sad.
It's a very sad wood. You don't want to use that for a handle.
Of course not.
It has to be strong.
I mean, it works great as a handle, just not for a sword handle.
What about mahogany?
Does mahogany exist in this world?
Yes, it does. I kind of figured that was going to be the response, but I wanted to make sure. I kind of know you. I know you to the point where I'm like, there's no way he's not going to say mahogany, but let's see.
Mahogany.
Mahogany doors.
Mahogany.
Mahogany.
So
Mahogany doors.
he pulls out a block of mahogany, and he basically looks at it, looks at like how they handle and where you are, where you put your hands, and he kind of looks at you and he's like, what I'm doing is making it so it fits your hands the best.
Of course.
And so he starts working on that. If you wanted to look at the blade itself, he kind of gestures. He gestures where he has it like just a little bit further away. He's working on it on the handle on a separate station. As long as you don't like bandy it about or anything, you can look at it. And as he kind of works on the mahogany, and he's bellowing at his apprentice to bring him other items and what have you. You want to look at the sword?
Of course I would. It's going to have mahogany on it.
So,
Where did mahogany come from, by the way?
DBZA.
Ah.
What it was before DBZA, but yeah,
That's where he found it. So
Yeah.
I mean,
that's where he found it. But
I know mahogany because of mahogany doors.
No, it was originally, I believe, the meme came from Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged,
Oh, alright.
which is far older than DBZA.
I mean, I know that. I watched. I just don't remember Mahogany being from DB or being from Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged.
I will throw you a video.
No,
Later.
I totally believe you.
Yeah, the reason was because they were poking fun of the fact that Yami Yugi has a super deep voice, so they made him say something that required a deeper voice, and usually you say mahogany for the deeper voice.
Ah, alright.
So he went mahogany.
Oh, I think I remember that now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as he's working on the mahogany, and they pull out a dark, like a type leather.
Leather.
Those are shoes.
And he starts kind of wrapping it out, and he's like, ah, "This is good leather. Thank God we got some of it from the old man."
Full leather bodysuit.
As he kind of wraps the wooden part with it, you kind of look at the actual sword. The blade it's still a long sword. The shape of it isn't super all that different. It's a nice, good sized long sword. Now I'm looking up how long a long sword is.
It's about 4 feet.
Yeah.
It's a sword.
Sword.
Inches of length.
With the amazing power of a sword.
Straight double-edged sword blade with over 35 inches. So it's a nice, it's about, I would say, about 36 inches length, and you can tell, and then where the handle attaches to the actual blade, and the crossguard is a bit unique, and on the crossguard is a nice, good, solid steel. It's nothing fancy, nothing ornate about it. It's built to be an actual crossguard, and this is not you can easily tell that the sword is not made for fanciful nobles who thought themselves as warriors. This is meant for actual combat.
It's meant to hit things hard.
It meant to hit things hard, and sometimes blades will go and hit the crossguard. Not usually, but sometimes.
Occasionally.
Occasionally, and you can see that there's some details in it, like it looks like some type of flames.
Occasionally, just hit them real hard.
They're like on the edge, like on the sides of the crossguard, like etched into it is flames, and then it's capped off with a miniature dragon's head on each side.
Ooh.
And in the center of the blade looks like there's supposed to be something that's supposed to be written.
Is it Edge?
No. Could it be?
I'm real sad if it wasn't Edge.
What's written there?
Right now, you can tell that that's nothing on there at the moment, and you can he looks over, is like, I haven't named it yet. This isn't going to be, it's relatively legendary, but at least a well done sword. If you have an idea for a name, considering you are the holder, please tell me. I'll make sure to etch it in.
Oh boy, does he have a word for you?
The Edgelord's Scythe. Or is that too long?
That doesn't work.
As he wraps it around and he just stops the leather stares at you dumbfoundedly. Goes, come again?
The
This was a
Roll
edgelord sight.
persuasion.
This poor man.
Give
I'm
it,
sorry.
give it an actual name. I mean, come on, Chris will probably be stealing that sword later anyway.
Well, steal
I mean,
shit.
he's of course gonna make it say edge.
Just make it say it. Oh, don't worry.
Alright,
You forget I have a +8 to
I
my
know.
persuasion.
I know. I'm well
Why do
aware.
you have a +8?
I have maxed charisma.
Why? Ban Nick.
If only, Chris. If only.
So he kind of like stares at you. It's like, oh, not kind of like gestures to it. You can tell that the length of the sword, or like where the name would be. You could tell that it's not long enough for your edgelord's scythe.
Just do it super small.
So I don't have the like as much as I would love to put the full name. I can't, and I am a blacksmith and not a full. He kind of does like an odd gesture. I don't have the fine control to do it smaller than, and you want them to be able to read it.
Ah, alright.
I can call it the edgelord if you wish. Lord's Edge.
You know, I think I might like Lord's Edge.
And the look on his face is clearly that he was joking and he got caught in the middle of it, and realized that you really actually are very very much seriously considering that, and you were actually seriously saying that would be it.
You know,
Okay,
anywhere else, Lord's Edge.
And he
would
starts
be a
muttering
fine
to
name
himself.
for-
Okay, if you don't like that, how about Rend Edge or Edge Rend?
Rending edge.
Stop.
It's like this poor man. It's just like you can hear him. He's muttering to himself slightly. If you want to make a perception check, you can hear him.
You killed this man. You killed this man. He is dead.
You can.
I do not hear him.
You're
man was
blissfully
like-
aware of when he's muttering to himself.
This man was happy.
He might, and for all you know, he's just kind of like just in awe of what you have decided to name this thing.
Ah, yes, I am glad you like those names so much.
This man was happy once. And once upon a time.
As he like wraps it up, and then you can hear him. Maybe in.
He's gonna watch him. Make sure he doesn't kill himself with his tools.
Maybe he won't notice if I.
If I just shank my neck, fall into the fucking forge.
Do. I'm sorry. I'm not like pulling this just because.
I think we killed Chris.
What?
Or who's laughing?
Yes.
Anywhere, any other fucking game, Lord's Edge would have been a fine name. Because we're here, it's not. I would find that weapon in an RPG. It'd be like a mid-tier sword. I'd be like, cool. It had flavor text that said, "A long gone lord once wielded this weapon." I'd be like, neat. What are the stats? But in this campaign,
I'm trying to find something. Hold on. If I could find this, it'd be cool as fuck.
Alright.
but in this campaign, it's not okay.
I mean, I'm not a lord,
boy.
so
Well, you don't want to hold your sword in a stupid way. Hold it above your head and wait to chop him.
notably, Ike doesn't wield a
Oh
shield.
my god, that's so cool. Alright, let's see if this
That's-
works.
Yeah, that's his fault. You can too. You can wield a shield. You're better than Ike.
But he can still keep his stance.
Yeah. His same shit stance. Ready to chop.
And then what was the other one? So Edge Run?
Edge run, yes, I like that one.
Oh.
Bro, just tell him to put edge in the middle and you'll figure out what you want on either side.
Just 3 edges. Edge, edge, edge.
They don't have something for rend. That sucks balls.
Take it to a fucking mage and get fucking edge inscribed on it 50 million times.
Alright, I'll look this up at some point. I'll give it to you. Just so you know.
Alright.
Just so you know.
Actually do this?
Pewter goals.
East E Elvish. No. Whatever. It's like, you know what? I know Dwarf. And he comes over, like, after he finishes the... He's just finished, he took a couple more minutes to finish the handle. As he's hammering this in and making sure it's secured and putting the pins in properly. And he comes back with a chisel and a small hammer. And after about 5 minutes, he writes something in Dwarven. You don't know what it is. Actually, what languages do you know?
Let's find out.
I'm pretty sure not Dwarvish.
But I'm pretty sure it's just like common. It's probably under. I know common and orc.
You know, common and orc.
Are you a half orc?
No, it's just from something.
Okay.
Chose it at some point, probably.
I mean, orc would be the best crazy thing, but yeah.
Yeah, man, you choose your languages and you realize, aren't they what?
As you also like, I see your like edges, and he kind of knows like the blade is itself is just a straight playing, but you can see a little like it looks a little. It's also a little sharper than what you're used to. It looks like it's rather the blade. Just the edge just seems more firm. And I know what I walked into. Don't fucking need to explain it.
That would have been fun.
But
Edge is more edge.
edge is more edge, basically. Yes. All right. So he writes something. He's like, "This is," and I'm like, "Its name is in Dwarven." Generally, a lot of, especially with things like this, the blacksmith will use whatever a language they would like to use. I prefer to use a Dwarven or Common. As he explained this, he finishes it like, but Dwarven sounds more
Manly.
It kind of like pauses for a second. It has more fighting spirit to it than common.
Mm. So if I were to invoke the name of the sword,
Weird.
what would I say?
The edge.
He repeats it. He says whatever it's supposed to be. I will tell you later because I have to actually look this shit up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. My sword. Insert name here.
Insert name here, yeah.
Insert name in Dwarvish here.
And I'll explain.
It's in German, actually.
It's just a German.
No, all dwarves are German, apparently.
Yeah, apparently.
I thought they were Scottish.
Bark.
Bark? What?
Bark.
Bark?
Bark?
Bark.
Bark?
Bark.
Bark?
Dude, are we find a sweet dog? Are we taking a dog with us? We're gonna go adopt the dog. Team dog?
I mean, we have a team dog.
Living one, preferably.
Huh?
That you haven't really messed around with, mind you.
You know, living dogs are cool.
So whose turn is it now?
So he presents you with insert your name here. It's a +1 longsword.
Ah, yes. My fabled sword. Insert name here.
After all this trial and tribulation, they fucking give you a
What
fucking
payment would you need for this?
your firstborn child. If you don't mind.
I mean, it depends on where you think conception begins, I suppose. Could, give you one or like a couple million right now.
Nick,
Jesus Christ.
people don't handicap sperm as children.
Oh my god.
Nick, your next character needs to be mute. Your next character has to be mute.
They'll find a way to fuck that up too. Don't
I would
worry.
just do sign language.
Yeah.
No, you'd go in the paint and draw shitty pictures all day, but all the pictures are just very, very different dicks all the time. It's all dicks.
But anyway, what
Figure
payment?
out Dick Man's dick speak.
What payment would you need?
See.
He's Spanish now. You need something killed? Figure it out.
I forgot how expensive this is. Hold on, jeez.
Bro, we can clear out the mines where you get your ore. That's fucking convenient too. Can't believe you had this man inscribe Edge on it. Now you're kind of contractually obliged to buy it no matter the price.
I don't know what's on there. It could be fucking I hump dogs.
You're too
And
dumb
yeah.
for big that.
It's just a dwarven word for stupid.
Have you seen? I have to show you one of my favorite Dwarven words.
Hakcha.
No. DnD.
Dwarven word.
Dwarvian.
Dwarf.
Dwarf.
Goorish.
Dwargen.
He kind of looks at
The legendary power of the dwarves. I'll die.
it and it says 30 gold.
Alright, sounds good to me.
And
I didn't even know no hassling either. You just did 30 gold.
30 gold, and please inform
But what if
anyone
you
that is curious where you get it. Or where you got it. And then he... So not that it would really matter considering where you're going, but just the entire thought process of that one of my swords is out there exploring more than just in here.
Oh, don't worry.
In this country.
I will inform all of the Morians of the Great Blade insert name here. They will tremble at its wrath, knowing that they're being slain by insert name here. They will rue the day they challenged me, guts, and my sword, insert name here.
This guy trying to keep back his laughter because it's actually the dwarven word for stupid. 3 times in a sentence. This guy's an idiot.
And I will let them all know that it was the blacksmith from insert town here.
Tell the name of the town. I don't know what it is.
I completely forgot the name of the town.
Okay, good, great. I don't know the name of the town.
What? I mean, I don't know what you guys are talking about. It's called insert town here.
This is what happens when we have like 3 or 4 weeks, or 6 months. More like 7 or 8 months now for the town.
Bro, I don't want to insert towns. Sounds painful.
But yeah, so you hand him over 30 gold pieces. And, you know, you have insert name here, the sword. Part of me wants to just keep it that. Just because.
Thank you for insert name here.
As long as you're used, and kind of has like this pained look on his face. It's like, as long as you use insert name here, nice and proper, and he kind of leads you back out of there as you're leaving. He grabs a couple whetstones and he just kind of like underhand tosses them to you. On the house, considering you gave me the time and inclination to finish this project.
Thank you very much.
Cat. Really?
Always cat.
Don't fucking look at me like that. Alright.
And I walk on out of there.
Yeah. So now you got insert name here.
And I will make it my preferred weapon tonight.
So it has its name on the center thing. It has a mahogany handle that's wrapped in a gray type of leather, and as you kind of experimentally held it, and then like held it as you would usually hold it, and you can tell that this sword is like almost expertly crafted. Like the handle is expertly crafted for you. You can also tell that you have enough room to comfortably use it for two-handed, if you absolutely want to. But you don't have to.
Swish, swish.
You can go swish, swish with it. You are
swish, swish,
the worst fucking cat sometimes.
Fix your cat.
I can't fix my cat. There's no way to fix my cat.
The cat is eternally broken.
If it doesn't have its tail
Snafu
properly, you fix it that way.
Yeah, but I like my cat to a degree, somehow, magically.
Well, you just keep the tail around, put it on the wall as a reminder of its sins.
Seriously, what is wrong with you, Chris? How did you get into the military?
Notably, as long as you have a functioning body and are of age, they don't give a shit.
They kind of do.
They don't give most of a shit.
They give enough of shit as long as you don't, like, fucking go insane in the process. They don't mind too much. They have standards, though. They have actual legit standards.
Yeah.
And Chris somehow falls along those standards.
He's also joking, mind you.
Mm-hmm.
So, thank you, Cat. All right, so you left with insert name here of the sword.
Mm-hmm.
That is, I tried to give you a kind of unique looking sword. So,
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably keep a note on it. You can
Alright.
tell that, god damn it, this sword is pretty good. It's a step up from your old sword.
Mm-hmm. Some might even call it my old sword. +1.
+1.
This sword is now my +1.
God damn it. Alright. As you were working on that, and as Cassandra is doing that, Pitch, what are you working on?
I'm working on the thing that I've been working on for the last few days. Or has it been a day? I can't remember how much time it's been.
Roughly been a day-ish. You want to roll and see how far you've gotten with it?
Okay, yeah, I'm 1/3 the way through it. So yeah, I need to do /roll d20 plus 5. Is it a 5? It's
Believe
my
so.
Which one was it? I'm trying to remember what it was. Was it Arcana Investigation? Well, wait, I have a +6 in Arcana Investigation now, so it would probably be a +6 now instead of +5. Oh no, wait, was it? No, it wasn't the intelligence modifier. Something gave me a +5, I know that much. So it was either my Arcana or my Investigation. So it might have been my Arcana.
Arcana.
So yeah, it's a +6.
Yeah.
And I have 3 charges of Lucky for today.
That do you do?
I'll use Lucky.
Okay.
21.
Okay.
That is indeed better.
That is better. It's a lot better than I was expecting. So, as the two of them left to do whatever the hell they were doing, you were like, oh, thank God. And started working on your secret project.
God damn it, Dungeon Master's Vault.
Did it kill you?
Yep. Thankfully, I only need to edit stuff in my notes for right now.
So, as you kind of hammer and you make the shape of your contraption, and you were able to start making the other components of it. Silverleaf, Mr. Silverleaf kind of pokes his head in and is like, so this is what you've been working on all last while.
Okay, so I'm at 46 of 75 for right now. Okay, got it. Yeah, I've been working on this since I got back.
And he kind of looks at it like, oh, okay.
It's almost done. I should hopefully have it done by the end of the day.
Okay, and I was like, well, what's the purpose of this bit here and this bit over here? And he kind of starts poking at some like a longer tube here and like metal that you have here and just a couple of the joints, and he just starts just kind of questioning you. Not out of like ignorance, but just to see if what you were actually doing. If you want to answer him to a degree, I'm trying to be vague because I know you kind of want it to be a slight surprise.
Mm-hmm. This here functions the insert technobabble here. This part is one of the actuator joints. And this here drives the motor functions.
Looks over at the he focuses at the actuator joints. As well, if you do this, and as he explains stuff, you get a +2 for your next as a helping action to your next roll.
Nice.
And he kind of just like points out little things that you're missing here and there. That it's primarily stuff they're like, oh, I didn't think about that type of level of things. This is a man who's experienced at working on craftsmanship, this type of craftsmanship before, and what have you. And he's like, well, I'm not as good as the famous Faraday, but I know my my things. And so he kind of helps you open, goes through a little bit of this and there. And it's like, well, let's see. Power source. What is the power source?
I hold up the small emerald I had gotten before.
And he pulls out a he's like, and he kind of reaches into one of his pockets and pulls out like a jeweler's magnifying glass, and it kind of gestures for you to kind of like put it on the desk. Give me 1 second. Okay, looks like, hi, this is rather well find. Where did you find this?
Where did we find it originally? It was when we were going to the tower, wasn't it?
It was in I believe that was given to you.
No, I think I got it from when we were doing one of the random events. When we were going to the tower. I got it from an offering box. I left an offering.
Yeah, it was you got it from an offering box after you, instead of electing to leave something in return.
Right, I think I left 2 health potions.
Mhm.
And then, like, which of the gods was, like, looking favorably on me or something.
Yeah, one of the gods was looking favorably.
Was it Harvest? I can't remember.
It was a god of agriculture.
Yeah, that.
So he's like, oh, this is actually a very fine, well taken care of the emerald. And as he explained where you got it from the offering box, I was like, you left something there, correct?
Yeah.
What am I talking about? Of course you did. It's the reason why it's so fine. And he's like, if you do find these offering boxes, they're scattered all over the place. And in fact, I wouldn't be surprised if there are some more somewhere, although probably a lot more rare. Pay respects. The gods do pay attention to those offering boxes. Like, for example, this emerald is a fine, almost. This is a pretty much well-crafted emerald. If I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't leave the offering, it would just be an alright emerald. Here's some imperfections here and there. This, although it isn't a perfect emerald, it is a full functioning.
Wasn't it a flawless emerald?
I believe it was a flawless emerald, so yeah, it's like there isn't any flaws in this.
Let me check. Do I have it marked as to what it was? Let's see. I just have it as 1,000 gold emerald.
Yeah, so flawless. So it's like a flawless emerald. Like it would have given you just an emerald or even a correct emerald if you decided to anger the gods. Let it be a lesson. Just because you're a man of science doesn't mean that gods don't pay attention to what you're doing.
Got it.
And it kind of nods. This would make a fairly capable of energy source conduit. And he's like, good choice. And he hands it back to you. So roll again, and keep in mind that you have a +2.
Mm-hmm.
Add it to that.
So now to +8.
Yep.
Using lucky. Nat 20.
With his help, you were able to actually make this thing fully done before before Guts or Cassandra got back. It's fully built. It hasn't been turned on yet. It hasn't been. You haven't turned it on and tested it yet, but it is. As you inspect it, there is no issues that you could tell. There is very much. It functions just good, and there's no no damaging in while you were working on it at all.
And
So
and funnily enough, I just finished something related to it.
You just finished it?
Yep, I just need to link a few things here and there.
You can throw the image into probably Discord for later.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, well, this is certainly something. I'm sure your companions would be very impressed with this. Also, guys, don't forget you guys can heal.
Right. We did long rest.
You guys did do a long rest. The only one that did actually do it is Cassandra. Everyone else just kind of left their health halved.
I mean, it doesn't matter too much until we actually get into combat.
Yeah, I know. As you are finishing this, you're going to test it out. And so you set it off, and it starts hovering, and a lot of whirls and clicks kind of happen, and it starts to look around in its own way, and then it kind of starts hovering up, and it just kind of follows you a little bit, and as it goes by to your bag, it you hear a ghostly bark, bark, and it kind of curiously starts poking at your bag as your bag starts frantically barking at it.
It's okay, Spectre. This is our new friend.
Okay, you hear a kind of low pitched whine. And then a spectral head kind of pops out. A dog head pops out, and kind of eyes the machine, and the machine eyes it. The Spectre tilts his head. The machine follows suit, and it just kind of tilts its entire body in response. And you can tell that what you created is paying attention and is learning from Spectre. It is intelligent enough to understand and talk and what have you. Yeah, then it kind of turns around and kind of floats up towards you and it chirps to you. Designation.
Give me a moment.
And I think we could take a break from right at this moment. Actually,
Break
Oh,
time.
it is 10 o'clock.
Suppose it is.
Yeah. Surprisingly, we were able to get 2 hours out with doing a bunch of chores for you guys, which is actually really nice because you guys get some nice downtime.
Mhm.
And downtime episodes are just fine.
Got my favorite sword, insert name here. It's all going good.
Yeah.
I have created my new friend.
You created a new friend that you haven't designated yet. Insert name here is the thing is here as well.
No, that's insert name here too.
It's spelled with a T-O-O, right?
Of course. As in as well.
Yeah.
If we were to get another insert name here, it would be insert name here as well.
You know, I wasn't actually planning on having the mechanical familiars chat, but maybe they should chat.
It's going to be very much like a weird version of. Do you remember the pods from near Automata?
Yes.
Something similar to that, where it's going to observe things, it'll state stuff, and what have you, but it's not going to be at this time. If you maybe later on, it will start developing a full-on personality, but it's a learning. It just kind of learns.
Got it. Well, let's get back in 10 minutes then for our break.
Indeed.
Yeah. Hello.
Yo.
Hello.
Sup?
Plan that out properly.
Nailed it.
By the way, Ian,
Yeah.
the central part of it is that where the emerald would be? It's somewhere in there.
Yeah, the central thing is where the emerald would be.
Okay.
Like basically think just in the middle of the main body segment somewhere.
Yeah. Is the front place a light of some sort or something?
That's the eye, basically.
Yeah. Okay. I thought so. I just wanted to make sure. So I got your sword's name.
I saw that.
That's not your sword's name. That
Oh,
was
that's
my
not the
favorite
sword's
word.
name.
This
That's
is your sword's name.
That's your favorite word?
Favorite Dwarven word.
What does it mean?
Cold Jarg?
It's Dwarven for Battle Rager.
Okay.
Or that's what
only-
they call Battle Ragers. What it
It-
actually says, I'll explain when we're done.
Okay.
What, Battle
Sure.
Rager?
It's the Dwarven name for the Battle Rager subclass for barbarians.
Nick, you hear that? You're a subclass.
Oh boy.
The second one is your sword's name.
Ithrunjar?
Yep.
Ithrunjar. And I suppose I will have to find a dwarf to figure out what that means.
Or someone who can speak Dwarvish.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, it's not like you have someone who was raised by a dwarf engineer and can understand Dwarvish fluently.
Ah, so we'll go find the dwarf engineer. Easy.
No, it's simple, alright? While we're fighting some dwarves, I'll yell out my name, Ithrunjar. And then they'll be like, what the fuck? Why is he screaming Ithrunjar?
Why is he screaming? He's an idiot.
I'm assuming that one of you had looked up the name.
I haven't.
Tried.
No,
Bro,
I
I tried. It didn't go anywhere.
Alright.
It's like, please let it be idiot, and it Google and give me shit. Google's like, no.
Look up DnD Battle Rager Barbarian. I like the
Oh no.
Was that Cold Jarg? Cold Jarg is Axe Idiot.
Boy.
Also,
Man,
is that an I or an L at the beginning of Ithrunjar?
let me look.
Are you sure you spelled it right? Because I can't
bro,
translate
that's
it.
literally there's literally a separation in it.
Oh, is there a separation in it?
Yeah. Look close enough, there's a separation.
Oh yeah, that is an I.
Yeah, Nick, did you put on your glasses for that, you fucking loser?
No, I just got closer to it. But yeah,
I don't
searching
see a
on the
space in
internet
it.
yielded me with not much.
Well, I found a common to Dwarvish translator. It's not quite working for Ithrunjarg because I can't... Is there a space in there? I can't see it.
No, he was saying there was a
alright.
space on the letter depicting
Okay,
it
so
as an
what
I.
you want to do is not put jar in there and just put sword in the comment section.
Oh. Sword?
Mm-hmm.
Sword.
Sword.
Oh, Ithroon and then
Sword.
sword.
Jar
Sword.
is idiot, so that's Ithun Jar.
Oh, all right.
Oh.
It is okay.
Had to do me dirty, I guess.
Oh,
When I find
no.
out in game what that is, he is not gonna live very long.
You don't have to fucking worry about it. You're gonna be fucking all over to fucking more.
Have you ever heard of this thing? What's the revenants? He's gonna come back as a revenant and come straight to this town and murder this man and go, yes, that's what you get for calling me an idiot, and die happy.
And for all you know, he didn't know what it fully meant.
I mean, if he called me an idiot to my face, I'd be like, haha, yeah, good one, bud. But now, doing it so sneakily.
No, the thing is, you don't know if he just used Ithun Jar because he knows sword. And Jar, he might have thought was edge. So
Sword
know.
edge.
Yeah, sword edge or something close to it.
Yeah.
We have 2 more days. You're gonna break his. You're gonna kill him. We're gonna have to leave. We're gonna have to
But
go.
you don't know. You don't know this shit.
Second day, and we're gonna go to the meeting afterwards. We're gonna be like, so can we leave today? The preparation's done. Can we leave today? Like right now?
Sadly, no.
All right, so
Man, we're gonna be on a party member because they're gonna be in fucking jail.
yeah, you guys are gonna be missing a blacksmith in the process.
Huh?
Oh,
But-
dude, break his legs and fucking tie him up, and we'll take him with us.
God damn it! What is with you and breaking legs and taking people with you?
Just take him with us. He can be our personal blacksmith.
You already got a personal blacksmith. It's one of the ones above you guys.
Yeah.
But 2.
No, don't worry about it.
They need somebody to work the bellows. He doesn't need his legs to work the bellows.
He does, actually.
You kind of do.
He has an assistant, doesn't he?
What if we put him in a chair?
He still needs the
And what if
legs.
that chair had wheels?
That makes it so that you can't actually really do it either.
Now, what would we call this contraption? A chair with wheels.
I put a rocket on it.
Chair wheels, right?
No, that's...
Can we get back to the game, please?
Rolling
Wasting time
Thunder.
here.
That's what we'll call it.
Rolling thunder.
Rolling Thunder.
Rolling Thunder. Uh-huh. Alright, so... last from when we got back.
Yep.
Ian,
Yes.
your little contraption is looking at you and said, "Designation."
I think I will call you. Let's see. Give me a moment. MF01. Mechanical Familiar number 1.
01 at your service. He's just kind of like bobbing up and down. How may I help you?
Looks through some of my equipment and stuff. I want you to use give me a moment. I want you to pour water from this pitcher into this cup.
I'm sorry, but the first thing in my head is the fucking oh my god. It's the Rick and Morty scene where he makes a robot to do
Yeah, we
do
know
butter.
you're talking about.
That's the first thing that comes into my mind. But
This is-
so
This is a not mobility check. It's a technically a dexterity check.
it's a dexterity check. I have to get that thing on.
Basically, I'm just running it through its paces. You know?
Huh?
I'm basically just running it through its paces.
Yeah, I heard you. So it's gonna do a dex save. Alright. I'm gonna have to change that. Hold on. What are you doing? I don't care about showing that, but I don't need to always roll at advantage. Okay. Try that again. Boop. So it goes it just hovers forward towards the pitcher, and at first it kind of gets gauging it, and then it shoots out a hand, a mechanical hand, and just hear a tiny like thunk, and then it pulls it back.
Okay, need to modify the motor controls slightly.
And then it tries again, and it goes thunk, a little bit louder. Error.
Yeah, I need to do a bit more fine motor control edits.
And it's gonna try one more time. And finally it goes, and before it hits it again, it kind of stops, closes over it, and slowly lifts it up. And it kind of hovers over to the water, to the glass, and pauses for a second, calculating. And with pinpoint fucking precision somehow, it just pours just the right amount of water without any splashing, and tilts it back, and hovers back to where you had the pitcher before, and lowers it down.
Okay,
That's complete.
That's good. That's good. A few teething troubles, but nothing we can't fix. So what do you think, Mr. Silverleaf?
He kind of scratches his head. It's pretty decent for your first mechanical familiar. And then he kind of looks at the mechanical familiar. He's like, MF01, please stand by. And then your familiar just kind of like just acknowledged, and just kind of just hovers there, and it's like, oh, don't worry about me taking over it or anything like that. It's just a standard thing. I'll drop down. I'll tell you the codes to make sure it's personally attached to you. And
right.
as he goes, and it's like that. The only reason I'm doing this to inspect it, see, and see how it's functioning after doing its first task. You always want to double check. And he just kind of inspects it a bit here and there. Not bad. Not bad at all. I consider this a pretty good success. But we need a few more tests. You want to do a couple?
Yes, let's do some. Let us do a simple weight test. 01. I would like you to lift up those books one at a time until you can no longer lift them.
The mechanical familiar is hovering, turns over, and just cuts over there, and opens what would be his hands, and just kind of like shovels a book in his hand, and kind of stays there. And he starts to continue to do it, and it's a couple books. A good fare of it. It's almost kind of comical, actually. It's like a nice good stack, and it's just kind of hovering up in there. And it's like, and after a little while, it says "limit reached," and it just kind of swerves towards you, and the pile of books kind of dangerously shifts before sticking back to its stack.
I pick up the books to see how much weight it carried.
All right. As you pick up all the books, you realize that this is about, you would say, from your guess, from what you can guess, is about 10 pounds. Which is rather, and Silverleaf was like, that's pretty standard for a mechanical familiar. You did good with that. So I would say weight limit is at the right limit.
All right. One more thing I want to test is probably wisdom. What is a good way to test wisdom? BRG, what's a good way to test wisdom?
See.
What?
Get him to do something that it requires him to think.
Okay.
More along the lines of more experience than anything. So basically, it's like, well, or give him a problem that you're working on, and see if it can help you with something, without whatever the problem is.
Let me look in my inventory to see if I have anything useful in there that I can use.
I mean, there's a couple things that you could probably use it for. Because this would actually
ask it the meaning of life.
Oh, I know. Is there a mirror in my room? I'm assuming there's like a small mirror in my room.
Yeah.
Now this is probably another Dex thing, but I will. Actually, no, this would work. I'm gonna pull up the mirror and ask 01 to look at itself, and then I put the mirror down, and then I will ask 01 to draw itself from memory.
So it kind of, when you say to look at itself, it kind of like, it says scanning, and then you put the mirror back, and then it kind of like tilts, like just kind of just focuses on you. Materials needed.
Pulls out pencil and paper and puts it on the table.
And it grabs it, and with a surprising amount of finesse, considering that it's just like basically clamping it just is clamping the writing utensil between two clamps. It draws a rigid but a fairly accurate picture of itself.
Very good. I think that's all the testing we should do for right now. 01, please go into offline standby mode.
He just goes the pencil, hovers a bit, hovers over towards it's like it 01 looks like he's scanning the room for a little bit, and then he goes over towards the table that has some clear room, and it just kind of lowers itself, and then the light just dims.
Alright, successful testing.
The Silverleaf is like, an interesting thought process of drawing itself. You could have asked it if you had like a mechanical issue, or if you wanted it to look at, say, blueprints or anything. It probably would give you some advice that I could see. But I'd say this is overall a great success for you.
I bet my master would be so proud of me right now. Or yell at me, or both.
He's kind of flustered, and he's like, "Oh, I wouldn't know what his response would be. I don't really barely know the guy, aside from the fact that he's the Faraday, but perhaps he would be at least, I would say, has some pride for you."
Holmir senses a disturbance in the force.
Yeah, Holmir basically does sense this disturbance in the force. At first, it was a weird itching behind his ear, and then it was itching near his nose. It's like someone's assuming things. Ugh. Probably the brat. He's just continuing what he's ever is working on at the moment. So,
My character will now take a break.
okay.
Since they've been working nonstop for a few days.
Yeah, it's a good idea to take a break. You got lucky. If it wasn't for the guild master keeping an eye on you and making sure you're actually getting some sustenance that isn't just whatever's on the floor.
Just consumes like a slight bit of dust on the floor.
Yeah. He gave you actual food here and there as you were working. You just kind of absentmindedly hoovered it up. And then you kind of relax. And all three of you did your things.
Indeed.
So as nighttime comes by, you guys make your way over to the barracks.
And I'm taking 01 with me in my bag.
Okay.
Along with Spectre, of course.
Okay. So the three of you get into the barracks, and you see the four older people from your older people that's going to be part of the expedition, along with the King's Voice and Ruskin.
Ruskin!
And everyone else is like sitting at this table.
My boy.
And the King Voice stands up. Good evening. So, to start this meeting, we're going to discuss how things are going to go. And he kind of eyes the three of you. You are going to be our forward team. We're going to send you with an item. And he kind of gestures to what looks like a golden pyramid with runes etched into it that are faintly glowing. This is a teleportation beacon.
Oh, so it
So
doesn't
what-
hold soul in it.
What we're going to do is, unfortunately, with how the fog is working, we can't just send a team in, just teleport the full team in there without it causing an issue. The fog is a magical issue. We don't know its full effects. However, alright. So, he's like, we can probably send a group of adventurers that are rather powerful to be able to set up, at the very least, a safe place for us to teleport in. All you have to do is find a safe place and stick the pointed part into the ground. And press the button on the bottom.
All right.
That will send that should be able to send us a magical signal to where you are, and we'll be able to teleport the rest of the expedition through. Preferably, I would suggest finding a place such as an abandoned village or a ruin of some sort that is not infested with creatures.
But that's what we're for, right? To clear it out?
To clear it out, yes.
Yeah, man, we run into a dragon, we just plant the fucking pyramid into the dragon, press the button, please help.
Also,
just-
PRG.
Yeah.
Off thing, when we were talking about the emerald before and how it can be flawed and cracked and stuff,
Chaos emerald.
I then thought of something, went to my spells. Technically, it's possible because it doesn't say otherwise. But mending, I can, as long as a break or tear is no longer than 1 foot in any dimension on an object, I can mend it, leaving no trace of former damage. Technically, if I have a flawed emerald, I can fix it, technically.
You can move it up to the next level.
Okay.
So you would be able to move it up to... So, if I'm going via a game's version of it.
A flawed emerald is generally one with what's currently just an unsavory quality.
Yep.
I can understand the crack, but a flawed emerald isn't technically a broken object.
Yep.
Just not a wanted object.
Okay. Anyway, back to the game.
Yeah, no worries. So, explain this. That's the reason why we were asked you to get about at least 2 weeks worth of rations, just so that you can go. The three of you will go in front of us.
You gonna teleport us in there? Are we going on a ship? How's this working?
Oh, you're going to be teleported in.
Oh, good, great.
It's a bit of a shot in the dark, and which is one of the reasons why we wanted it to be adventurers that are rather seasoned to go, because then you can basically, because since you are rather experienced, you would be able to deal with whatever unpredictableness that happens. The grand plan overall, after you establish this teleportation thing, we will be able to teleport in. More than likely, from past experiences, you will not be able to teleport out. Until the fog is cleared, as far as we can tell, no one can leave. Entering is easy.
Oh.
We just never get any response afterwards. So...
Good. Great.
In that in mind, what we will be doing is we're going to have quite a few volunteers and some non-volunteers to help you. So a lot of you will be Repeat that again? You went robot.
Can we take the blacksmith? I feel like one of our party has a fucking out-of-game grudge that needs to be resolved.
You already have a blacksmith for you. But,
blacksmith.
Yeah. He's kind of like looking at it, looking at all of you. Now, part of this is the expedition will come in after you found a safe place. And the next job is to find a place to set up a fortification. If the shot in the dark that we are doing holds true, you would be able to find something. Perhaps a fort, perhaps a former manor house. We don't know. As long as it could be fortified and become a place for you to rest and become safe, that is all that matters. In that mind, we aren't going to be able to supply a lot of supplies, so don't be surprised if you have to forage and set up your own supply trains and what have you when you get into more.
Mm-hmm.
That is all that I have for the information. I'm awaiting for the king's response on a certain thing. Until then, he kind of just does a gentleman's bow and then sits back down. The rest of you have the floor. As he does, Rowan kind of looks over at you guys and it's like, that armor of yours.
Yes, it has edge inscribed on it.
I noticed. So you still haven't, you still have the fixation with that word.
It's not just a word. It's the meaning of life. It may be just a word to you, but is my very essence.
Leave him alone. Leave him alone. He will go on a
For
tangent.
one could not live without living on the edge.
If you value your life and your time,
The edge is not something to be trifled with. It is not just some
she's
word.
Going like this, she just starts grinning like a fucking loon. Because I missed this. I missed this. Oh. Yeah, this is the reason why I agreed. You damn fool. You haven't changed a bit, Guts. And then she,
Nah, he into that kinky shit. He wants you to mama bird a potion into him, really?
Forgot to ask the blacksmith, damn it.
What was he gonna mama bird you? What?
I was gonna ask him to heat up.
Heat up what? Heat up what? What do you...
I was gonna ask him to heat up some alcohol and be like, in his forge, and be like, Mama bird it.
God damn it. Like, I will have he will have the god's protection if you did that to him, and because that fucking name for your sword just fucking works so well with your character. I love guts, I really do, but oh my god, sometimes. All right, so she said, "Oh, on a more serious note, we've been getting some interesting news from the grapevine.
Bruh.
The Order of the Silver Leaf
Oh. Oh.
is looking for you, Guts. Guts, you don't need to roll anything. This is the Silver Leaf was the original group the original order that you were from. Now,
Oh, good. So what is it fucking like? It's probably still bad, but not as bad.
and he's like, she's like, now, quite a few of the missionary, they know that you're a part of the missionary group, but when you work for us, you're part of our company, and our company always protects ourselves. There was two paladins that were looking. One of them was fine. We told them that you were fine and that you were dealing with. You're going to be doing something important.
Yeah.
The other one is the one that I'm concerned about. It is one of the damned fools. I would not be even surprised if he follow us into more at some point. Keep that in mind, Guts. And she gets like a rather serious look on her face.
I was interrupted, so could you please repeat that? Sorry.
I was interrupted. What were you? What?
It's all good.
Did your mom ask you to build another shelf?
No.
Y'all in the shell.
Thankfully.
Right now, so she it's like, so the first paladin is okay. It felt like he was just asking how you're dealing, and again, you're a part of the company, and the company's when you're part of the company, you are protected. However, it's the second one that is a concern. He is one of those damned fools. And I wouldn't be surprised if he follows us into more. Keep an eye on things. I know you're not all that good at perceiving things sometimes, but more than likely this fool will be following you not to keep you to talk to you, but more along the lines of not so charitable things.
Alrighty then.
I've already instructed others in the mercenary to keep him busy. But at some point, more than likely, you'll run into him. And she's like, other than that, I have nothing. Let's see. I think it was Vamek. Yeah. So Varmek, the Dragonborn, kind of looks up over to you, Cassandra.
What's up?
And he's like, "Oh, how are before I forget, do you need anything repaired or what have you, Cassandra?"
No. You know what? I don't know if this works. What is? I found this thing, and I have no fucking clue. I'm just lazy. Here's this weird quad arrow thing. What do you make of this?
Weird quad arrow thing. And you take it. And he takes it.
What are we talking about?
Dude, who knows? It's in my inventory, and I have it. I own it. Mine.
Let me look. I have a feeling I know kind of what you're
It's
talking
a
about.
weird quad arrow contraption. I'm fairly sure it might not even be broken, but fucking might as well fucking ask. What this?
I forgot you have the fucking mermaid grotto tankard.
Yeah! Oh man, but do you know what comes in a Dungeoneers pack is a fucking water skin? So like,
Oh. Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about.
Gotta fill all the water skins with fucking alcohol. I can find one.
So he looks at it, kind of looks at it like, well,
yeah.
Well, it's a bit crude, but I think I know what this is for.
Oh.
I don't know how well it will work for you. But we'll have to double check. Where did you find this?
It was worth the goblins.
Some goblins had it.
Like, goblins?
Good old goblin.
During the assault on the town. I see. Well, that explains that. That's more orcish architecture or working than goblin working. There's a clear difference. I understand. So how this looks, and more than likely this was a prototype that we're supposed to be using, is if you load, you can load arrows in. And you can essentially, you don't have you wouldn't happen to know how a firearm works.
I raise my hand.
Something bullet.
He points over to you, Pitch. So you do know. All right. Yeah. It's similar to that, essentially, but instead of bullets, it's arrows. And instead of having to, what you do is you load it in the small gap here for the arrows. You
people call those crossbows?
And it's like, you would think, but this is more for, it's for long bows and short bows. This one specifically looks like for a longbow.
Okay.
It's not that practical, but it's a very interesting thing. Contraption. It'll allow it to basically shoot one bow arrow and then shoot more.
Shoot more.
It will literally, what will happen is it will pull it. You can literally pull it back, shoot an arrow, and then pull the thing, and then like just pull the bowstring back, and it will just automatically notch the arrow for you, and you can just shoot it like that. The problem is having to reload it. It's too fucking slow to do so. For a reliable, actual adventuring archery. It's could be useful for, say, if you're on a tower or something, or when you're trying to defend a singular place and you can't really move anyways.
Okay.
It is basically a arrow cartridge for to use multiple arrows.
Oh.
It can hold up to 5 arrows.
Nice.
I'll send you actually, I can probably, if I can find it, I'll send you a video. Just so you know what it's like. Because I do remember that because a friend of mine, I asked a friend what type of like weaponry or whatever you got, and he told me that. So I'm like, oh, okay, I guess we can do that. All right. Anything else?
You know what? Not particularly.
Well, I'm gonna be the blacksmith of for your fortification. Almost all of us will be essentially there, and then also the other group, Mr. Crowther's group, will be going by land. And it's like primarily going through the no man's land while you'll be teleported in. It'll be a bit longer of a journey for him and his group, but they should be able to do it. And they're going to set up their own little fortification. We can't afford to have one fortification fail and cause and unable to stop whatever this is. So, how we go? So they are going to go start from the northern section while you're in. They're going to be starting in the northern section, and we'll see how far where you would go.
Okay.
More than likely, when your fortification's set up and properly settled, and whatever issues in the area you are in is dealt with, you'll run into them at some point. You'll be able to establish communications and what have you. Might take a while, but it is a thing.
Hooray.
As that's done, another Silverin actually comes up to you, Cassandra. It's like, all right.
What's up?
How's your patron dealing with?
You know what? Pretty good.
He kind of grins. It's good to hear. If you have any questions or need any advice on more eccentric things, don't afraid to ask again. Obviously, if you don't want to divulge who your patron is, that's perfectly fine. Certain patrons prefer to be known anonymously. Now, by the way, as they were explaining about Crowther's plan, Guts, you felt a sixth sense of like a strong emotion from the connection to your patron.
Mm.
Your patron be like, yo.
Yo, that's important stuff, yo.
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 And then, as that's kind of they kind of just start discussing things with you guys. Well, I believe that is everything. I believe we are almost done for the night, but before we forget, we should be able to get the king's response by tomorrow.
King's response by tomorrow. Oh wow.
That'll be wondrous, won't it?
Wow.
Yeah.
One of the reasons why we're telling you this is because, as a reward for your dedication to figuring out for warning us of what might be a catastrophic problem, he wishes for you to receive the same speech as everyone else's.
The fuck? What?
He's also stated that he has set up another reward, but we'll have to wait till you come back.
Oh.
Well,
We'd have to make sure we survive then.
Yeah,
Don't die.
just don't die.
I think that would be our objective anyway. Also,
You
isn't
don't
it
want to
5
die.
head?
No, it's a 6 head.
7 head.
8 head.
Oh, look at you trying to one-up me. Well then. How about a 10 head?
I can see that 10 head and give you a 20 head.
My god.
Oh great, we're fighting hydras now.
Yes. Actually, let's look that up. I'll look that up as we're talking. So, one of the things, as you guys are leaving, the 4 older mercenaries essentially kind of looked at you guys, informed you, it's like, we are here to help you in multiple ways. One of them is to give you have an experienced eye to help you with any issues. However, one of the other issues that we will be doing is more logistical things. We might send you, give you things to do to help with whatever the fortification needs.
Oh.
They're basically going to be quest givers or essentially like important vendors or
I need 5 rocks from this
craftsmen, basically.
We need you to do this thing to upgrade the homestead.
Yeah.
Basically all of those quests.
Yeah, basically. They're going to be the one. They would be the one. Like one of them will be will be doing like, hey, this is the upgrades for the fortification. And another one will be like, hey, we need to find this to help make sure that the guards are suited for whatever the issue is at the time. So I basically
do their quests.
We have literally I accidentally set up an infinite supply of secondary quests for you to do stuff if you want to.
They say. We could just never actually do the main quest.
You don't have to do the main quest if you don't want to. You can go as far as you want. Granted, if you do that, there are consequences.
What kind of consequences could there be?
Up.
Well, aside from the world fucking blowing up, there are villains, and they do things.
Nah.
We're actually busy doing things. It's okay. We just gotta find a small green boy and punch him for his fucking ocarina.
Yeah. Punch the small green boy with the ocarina, and then you'll be able to travel in time to prevent it.
Give me that shit, nerd. Come here.
Poor bastard doesn't even speak proper common or anything. It just yells at you.
What?
Just keeps making noises, and we're like, all right, so fucking time to go back in time.
Back to the past.
Samurai Jack.
Someone was gonna get it.
Alright, so they also will point out certain things because, for example, Rowan will be would be someone that would keep an eye on a lot of things and will inform you of important people that might be either trying to hunt you down or what have you. But the Mark is more of a fighter and a blacksmith, and he's really good at smithing shit.
Nice.
So at some point, more than likely, you're gonna go get him to do stuff. He's not gonna do Monster Hunter level of shit, but he's gonna be able to help you with stronger arms and armor.
Stronger arms.
Yeah, he's gonna jack up your arms.
He has all the weights in the camp.
You're gonna lift some metal.
Yeah, one of them is a warlock.
Yeah.
That sneeze. The timing.
That was timed.
That was a sneeze, yes.
The timing of it.
The timing of it. That sounded like a very terrified person. It's like, oh my god, another warlock.
Yes, a warlock. My greatest fear, other warlocks.
Okay, other fucking
Hey there,
warlock.
Chris. How you doing?
I have no fear.
Bruh.
Insert warlock here. I have one fear.
Be more afraid of your patron. If they wanted you dead, you'd be dead, and that's scary.
Yeah. Patrons be scary, yo. So.
But I caught a cool fucking cantrip out of it, so worth it!
You got one of the best cantrips out there. Because it grows.
But what about mending? You can fix basically anything. Oh
yeah,
god,
but you can't blow things up with about 14 billion lasers of the same thing that you have to cast.
Laser memes.
One action. Which, by the way, can push
I have
people
Scorching
around.
Ray.
Yeah, I can push and pull.
You can push and pull. You can also slow them down.
What a fucking time.
I have heat metal. I can just ruin someone's day.
What if they're not wearing metal?
If they're holding metal, that also works.
But yeah. But yeah, so there'll be a good supply of missions and what have you. So that what we'll be able to do is just
mission start.
Yeah, they'll do missions and what have you, and you will be able to get hey, we need this and we can get that, or it's if we want to do something that isn't super heavily defined, a super deep level of shit, it would be a good thing for you to be able to just go, okay, we got a simple thing, I just want to clear a cave for one night, and then I can easily set something up for that.
Anyways.
And I didn't even think about this until about like 2 sessions ago. It's just like, well, I didn't even plan this properly.
But now you did.
Now I did.
Good job.
Woo! Now that we wasted about that much. Alright,
No.
so as you guys go back to rest for a bit, for the night, you guys had a rather productive day.
Yeah.
Go us.
And on the second day back, after eating breakfast and kind of minding your own business, and like doing whatever downtime things you want to do. For example, like double checking and repairing armor and what have you, and making sure weaponry is set up properly. You came back to the barracks, where the king's voice has summoned you, and pulls out a very official scroll, and then promptly just like rolls it out a good length, and then puts it down on the table. Puts his hands on a specific pattern, like on one end of it, and like magic kind of flows through, and it just goes through the entire scroll, and an image comes up. Now you see it is about someone around your age, Guts. Oh, well-groomed, blonde, blue-eyed, rather handsome, and rather fit, and very well known as the King. And this ghostly image of the King starts animating.
Okay.
Greetings, expedition. Thank you very much for your sacrifice. I hope one day that we would be able to meet, and I hope and pray that one day happens relatively soon. With how things are going and how more unknown quantities at work, we are putting a lot of faith and a lot of money into this. I wish the best of luck to all of you on this endeavor, but know that this is no simple expedition. We're putting a lot of faith into you.
Oh.
With that said, the ghostly image base just faces the three of you. The band of adventurers that helped us find about this information deserves a reward.
Oh, yeah.
Amongst the fledgling adventurers guild, we have set up an account. Upon your return, you will receive a handsome little reward of money that you will be able to access. Depending on how things go, I hope for you to be able to use it. Thank you, at my bottom of my heart, for what you have done for us and my country. You have warned us of an impending doom that needs to be dealt with. And not only did you warn us, but you volunteered yourself. I cannot express any more gratitude than that. So, you'll be leaving in a day's time by the time you receive this message. I wish all of you the luck and the blessings from the gods. And I wish the best experience for you to happen. But more than likely, it will be very hush. It will be very hard. And it might be very long.
Oh, long and hard? Perfect.
Long, hard, and harsh.
My 3 favorite words in one sentence.
Is that your favorite
Oh,
word?
wait, no, sorry.
Edge.
Forgot about my... I mean... Edge is sort
Is
of
that
a
your super
given.
favorite word?
Yeah, no, that's like my super ultimate favorite word.
Wow.
Like, it can't even be compared to other words. It's just that good.
Pro tip, you say edge, he'll cream.
Oh. If you say Edgar, oh. Has
He's the
EDG
oh.
in the name.
Edger.
Edger.
I don't understand half the things you guys say sometimes.
Well, that's because your mind is too innocent or pure or infantile or unknowing. One of those, probably. Maybe a
One
different
of
one.
those at some point.
Yeah.
But, so yeah. So he kind of goes on a little bit longer, and just a lot of formal wording, and at least Guts basically just kind of started toning. I would assume has just tuned out from it.
I mean, at this point, I'm gonna ask if anyone knows when he's gonna end. Anyone know when he's gonna shut up?
I've considered leaving and getting alcohol.
I have things I need to prepare
Coming
for.
back. Just to see if he happens.
Like,
to
oh
me.
wow, we're gonna get gold when we get back. Woohoo. It's amazing
Watch it be
game.
like-
Unknown amount of
Watch
gold.
it be like 5 gold.
Mhm. Oh yes, I'm here to give you your reward. How's 5 gold sound? Yes, you took out the entirety of the country of Moor, solved the mystery, and protected our country. Yes, I think 5 gold will do.
That's not enough. Then what if I sweeten the deal for 5 gold and 1 silver?
Yes, here you go, peasants. Now, guards, please take them away. I am done with the filth.
No, this is not one of those kings. But
No, that's just his sister who's going to take over.
But no, he as you kind of mentioned the fact that he's taking so long, you could tell that, like, on his face that he's not particularly happy of having to do this. But you can easily tell that this is more of a formality.
Together.
This is only a message. Didn't even come in person.
I know, it's the worst part. Which is why it irritates him so much.
Having to do the message at all. What a dick.
He's like,
Well, it's more along the lines of that he had to do, he had to do this long-winded message, and knowing that it's a message, and then more than likely that most people are not paying attention. In fact, if you guys want to roll a perception check, you can.
oh fuck
yeah.
Everyone's sleeping. If I can turn around and all the older team is fucking sleeping. You don't notice shit. You suck.
You basically
Why does your
have...
perception exist? Because it doesn't fucking exist.
Like,
I don't know what you're fucking on about. Holy shit, you rolled. You got
None of us noticed shit.
Oh my god.
12. I noticed nothing. I noticed more than you.
which is about nothing anyway.
You
So-
you look down at your sword and you were like, man, I wonder what fucking ink means.
By this time, about this time, so Guts, in essence, by this time has full on just zoned out completely, and is not paying a damn attention to whatever is being said.
Man, I have to.
Pitch is kind of slightly paying attention to it, but a lot of like
Big words.
it's like a lot of big words, and and you do know a lot of big words, but
That classic anime face when they're just like sort of smiling and their pupils are just white and they're like, eh?
but no, they essentially your thought process has like your mind just completely wandered.
Insert
off.
insert internet dial-up tone here.
You're thinking about more like, oh, what can I do? What can I work on something else and what have you? Cassandra, you try to pay as much attention as possible because you feel that you are the professional of the group,
I feel so bad.
and you kind of got it. You kind of like you just have your hand.
But this is a holographic message. Can I touch his face?
You basically have no. You can if you went to go touch the face, and essentially what happens is your hand just goes through it, and that's kind of how you entertained yourself for a little bit. Is just poking.
Surprise the king's voice doesn't come slap me or some shit.
He's you can tell that he's really concentrating on keeping this going, and
Just fucking.
but
Hey, he looked at us. Did he see? Does he have a hologram of us? Did he see me come up to his face?
I was wondering if you paid attention to that.
No, he's gonna receive a recording of us watching him.
That's the worst.
And then we're gonna receive a recording of him watching us watching him.
Nice.
Nice. But no, so you can tell, like there's a lot of formalness to it. You can also see the fact that he is very much just not done. He's just done with this entire message thing, and the only reason why he's went this far is because of how important it is.
Bro.
And
I better not turn around and see Ruskin crying. We'll be hell, man.
no, he's not. Ruskin has been sharpening his axe after a little bit.
Vamok's actually just gone. He went back to fucking forge some shit. He's done. He left 5 minutes ago. No one noticed.
So, like at the end of the day, it's done, and he goes, and finally,
Holy
for
shit!
the final.
Oh, hold on, he's almost done!
Thank you. Thank you very much for all the hard work you will be doing. I, King Sullivan Brightcrown, shall remember you.
Yes.
Oh, it's busy.
And the image.
I'll remember you. I'll remember you. Yeah, hold on, hold on.
So, Sullivan Brightcrown.
King Sylvan Brightcrown. I'll remember you.
Alright. As the king's voice kind of wraps up the thing, you see that he's kind of sweaty and just kind of eyeing you. But not out of like anger or anything. He's just kind of amused as what you guys have been doing. There is a small other message that the king wishes to give to you. and he pulls out a smaller scroll and kind of like just pulls it up a little bit and goes, "I apologize for the long-winded speech. Thank you for more. No doubt you guys have spaced out at some point. However, even though I have to do at least a formal speech to appease the court, and you can tell that like the tone of like the king's voice changes and more serious. You three will be known as heroes." God damn it!
I'll remember you. I'll remember you, by the way.
Yes, you three. I will remember you. You three, yes. The three of you adventurers who went and destroyed them. Yes, you three adventurers. The adventurers who destroyed.
I'll remember you. Thanks.
So
I will remember you. Pulls out paper. Gats. Potch.
Gats,
and
Gat, Potch, and Miranda.
Miranda, yes.
Y'all, those are the three brave adventurers.
Your names will be immortalized on stone statues.
Oh, cool.
But it looks like this picture of Potch is sort of just a puddle.
Will it be
puddle
worth
it is.
experience to future adventures?
So he, and then he like puts it down after he
Might
scrolls.
be made out of fucking biscuits.
God damn it! That's Guts' statue.
Yeah.
It's just a fat paladin made out of biscuits.
And across the face is Edge etched in.
Oh god. Yeah, no, the statue basically is like a fat gut. You can see Guts in there. It's a fat gut out of, and then kind of hastily etched in. Like if someone came by and just basically etched into it, it would be Edge. They don't know who the vandal is, but once someone says it's more than likely a very edgy paladin.
Who
But
could this mysterious man be?
The king's voice puts the message, scrolls the message up, and it basically this message is really short, really brief, and heartfelt, and essentially has promised that you will be known as heroes regardless of what happens. So there's that.
Cool.
You guys are gonna be heroes.
Yay. Even if we step into a landmine on our first step.
Yeah, basically. Regardless of what people might think, the king considers you heroes, so that's always a fun thing.
There you go.
Woohoo.
Hooray, we're heroes, boys.
Let's do it.
So that was the big meeting.
Good.
And as you guys leave, you kind of notice that the king's voice is just kind of just overall completely amused of how things went. And the reason is, so I'm going to get out of character here.
Uh-huh.
If you rolled a little bit higher, you would have noticed that fact that the king basically has been subtly insulting the courts and basically has been telling you multiple times the same thing, just in different type of words.
Nice.
And basically, in short term, he essentially is essentially saying like, I'm filling this out just to keep the quota of a long-winded speech for the court, and fuck them for making me do this. Because I know about 9/10 of the people I'm talking to are adventurers, and they have far more important things to do than just listening to me blabble along. But since none of you rolled fucking high enough,
we all just thought it was such a boring speech.
Dude kept going on and on, and I was like, "Bro,
Is this the same day, by the way?
better thing."
that was the second day. So the first day, you guys got your supplies and what have you, and you got your. You have Ithil Golar. Guts. You have your mechanical familiar.
It's yar.
And for you, Pitch and Cassandra, you got the supplies. Today was the king's speech, and you basically
Ship out tomorrow.
ship out tomorrow.
Have you ever decided you wanted to kill someone with talking?
The king knows how to.
I mean, isn't that what you do with magic?
Hand waving and talking and throwing things at people. Oh, and shaking things around.
Yeah.
That would actually legitimately would be how you do magic, because verbal, talking to things, hand waving, somatic, and the material would be throwing things or shaking things around.
Wow.
So it's the dawn of the second day?
That was midday, and it took a while longer than you were probably expecting. But you have a little bit more time before you have to leave.
No, the lunch special at the Red Blue Lobster. God damn it.
We gotta go after lunch, man.
You can't go. Shut the fuck up.
I was gonna say, one of you is banned.
Well, luckily, it doesn't stop them from getting the food and bringing it out.
Yes, but they're going to probably catch on the fact that they're going in, grabbing
I
a bunch
want
of
a
biscuits.
window seat.
I
I
want
like
to.
the window open so I may feel the nice ocean breeze.
You know, I could just wear a disguise.
You could try to wear a disguise.
Maybe wear like a toast mask or something.
Oh man, how good are you at fucking anything?
I'm pretty good at tavern brawling, as they say.
Tavern brawl.
What is your deception, actually?
Dude, go in there
My
and fucking
deception?
punch the waiter.
Hold up.
Yes. It's probably actually surprisingly high.
Stupidly high.
My deception is a +2.
I have a +5 deception.
Holy
right.
shit. Oh, it isn't that high. Oh.
You can do so much fucking shit with this. This is funny.
Well, I'm going back to the other place, and I'm going to be working on one of my blueprints.
Okay. While you decide to go over to the blueprints and actually, write it down, and you got some inspiration as the king kind of prattled on. You guys decided to just kind of wander about and do things. If you want to, tell me if you guys want to go somewhere else.
I'll introduce them to 01 when they get back to the guild hall.
Okay. But it's just, your ghost buddy's gone, Cassandra. I just haven't dealt with him.
No, it's fine.
Bye, ghost buddy.
Okay.
Boop.
Poof.
No.
And I'm gonna clear that off. Clear all that. So, yay! You got supplies. You got everything. Apparently, Pitch is just never going to sleep at all, so he doesn't get Explorer's Pack. Or any...
I mean, I still have, what did I start off with?
I don't know.
I started off with, a Dungeoneer's Pack.
Okay, you're good. Actually, you're going to be very useful when you guys go through more dungeons and what have you. Because then that means you can help with a lot of shit.
Mm-hmm. But yes,
Alright.
I go back to the guild hall. I take out 01, and I'm going to work on one of the blueprints of one of my blueprints.
As you work on your blueprints, you get a +2 to your roll. Because 01 is helping you.
And they give me a +2.
Yep.
And this is to that specific one I told you about before.
Yeah.
20.
Alright. You made a lot of headway.
So that's now a... Let's see, that's 28?
Yep.
So that's 25, so then it's 53.
Yep.
Okay. And didn't something happen on 20s? I can't remember.
I'll tell you later. I have to really think about it. I'm kind of zoning out a little bit. Because
Okay.
it's actually kind of tiring. Alright.
Well, yeah, you've been awake for 18 hours? Yes, 18 hours.
Roughly, yeah. So
Big.
Cassandra,
Sup?
you went over to see the Mermaid's Grotto?
Yeah, man, the fucking water skins aren't gonna fill themselves.
Well, you gave them a lot, so you go in to give them the water skins, and you tell them to fill them up. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
They filled them up with water.
No. Wrong. Bad. No. Alcohol, please.
And then then they pull out two other water skins.
Mermaid Grotto branded water skins.
And decides to give you Mermaid Grotto branded water skins.
Yeah!
You got 2 of them.
Woo!
And you open the water skin. You kind of give a sniff, and you smell alcohol.
Yeah!
They're alcohol skins. They're water skins. They're a good source of for while you're traveling. They would be a good source. And then that tankard of yours can be used for anything. So if you just pour the water into the tankard, you can have a water. Or you just pour the alcohol, you have the standard tankard of alcohol. But yeah, you have 2 water skins that are Mermaid's Grotto.
Woo!
I'm super terrified if this is going to be a thing, but more than likely you're going to be collecting tankards and water skins from all sorts of taverns, aren't you?
Water skins from my tankard. Brand recognition.
It's just going to be known as Cassandra, the water skin warlock. Alright, well, as you're doing this, Cassandra,
Whoa.
Guts, is there anything you want to do before you guys head off to beds?
I'm just gonna hold my sword tenderly.
Oh man, are you sure you don't want to take it to the whitesmith to get engraved edge before the day ends?
It's already engraved with a name.
But you could put it in more places and finer detail.
My favorite name of all time. Insert name here.
Ithuguru, or whatever I called it.
Yes, insert name here.
Yeah, whatever I call that.
Or as they say in Dwarven tongue, Ithrungar.
Uthgar. Yeah.
Stupid
It's
sword.
in jar.
Sword idiot.
Uthgar. So you can actually ask someone at some point what that name is, but we'll see. Alright.
I haven't found a dwarf yet. Dwarves out. Larby dwarves.
Oh, that's fine. Alright. So as you guys basically look at it and inspect the sword, and you decide to test it out, at least kind of, and do a couple test swings and what have you. And it's been quite a few times just to get used to the sword.
Acha. Cha. Acha.
The worst part is I can see Guts doing that. Just this serious, deep voice going cha, 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 as he swings a sword in the air.
Do you not make those sounds when you swing your sword?
Not everyone does. Only special people do.
Bunch of losers not making sounds when they swing their swords.
Look, if one guy,
more people are moaning instead of saying with cha when they swing their sword.
Who knows? One of them might say chew.
But yes, I'll just practice with my sword a bit.
Okay.
But
Well,
what if you got it dipped in fucking dark?
I feel like that would just make it worse.
No, but then it's the darkest sword.
The worst part is I have an in-game sword for you. I'm in my head, or at least 8 in-game sword for you in my head. It's less
It's a sword
insulting
made
than
out of a literal shadow. A literal embodiment.
and I've already hinted about it, so we'll see if you've been paying attention.
The legendary Gwyn Flame sword. It's always on Gwyn Flame.
No, that's just him. He's the Gwyn Flame swordsman. Swordsman.
Gwyn Flame.
So, after some time to relax from the long-winded speech and what have you, you guys all end up piling into the guild's house to go to bed. And you guys find yourself, the two of you come in and you find, Pitch, you got something to do. Ian,
Yeah.
you have to introduce something.
Ah, right.
They're in the guild house.
I forgot, dude.
I wonder what we're gonna see tonight in our dreams. It could be anything. It could be a rat. It could be a dog. It could be a cat. It could be the edge of oblivion sucking our souls away.
It could be Pitch breaking down your door. Hello, friends.
Oh, are you sleeping with us tonight?
No, but I have something I want to show you.
For reference, Guts sleeps on the floor.
In case you were wondering.
I take a small metal box looking thing and place it on the floor.
That is a metal box, yes.
Activate MF01.
A chime happens, and then the box starts hovering, and then mechanical arms come out, and the side that's pointing towards you, Gus lights up, and a voice goes, "Activated, Master. What would you like?"
I'd like to introduce you to my friends.
It swerves towards Guts. "Hello, designation friend."
Hello. Who voiced you?
"Master voiced me."
Huh.
This is 01. I created him the other day. Never got a chance to show you guys, though.
How intelligent is it?
Fairly.
Just starts floating around, and he's just kind of looking around curiously at things because he's very curious little fellow.
So what can it do?
Query, asking for information. It kind of zooms out to focuses on you, Guts.
What can you do?
01 can function as an assistant for Master. I can repair things. I can help with documentation. I can help with blueprinting. As long as it's something that's, with assistance for Master, I can do.
Yo, big philosophical question though. If it's holding a cup and it pours the potion into the cup, and then it pours it into your mouth, did it technically mama bird for you, or does it not count?
I feel like it wouldn't count because the essence of the mama bird is the one holding it in their mouth, getting their saliva all up in it, their juices, and then having that mama bird it into me. However, a machine has no juices with which to produce, especially if it's being held inside a cup.
Don't worry, 01, I don't know what they just said either.
Basically, you're not allowed to mama bird me.
Duly noted. Designation Mama Bird is forbidden for 01.
No, you're misunderstanding. You can be called a mama bird, I don't give a shit about that. But you are not allowed to mama bird me.
Duly noted. The action of mama birding is forbidden for 01.
Now, define mama bird for me. Or mama birding, I suppose.
Mama birding. The act of pouring substance into mouth, using inner fluids, and pouring inner fluid and substance concoction into other person's mouth.
Right, now, since you do not have a mouth, that will include anything that you might put a receptacle in. This is,
Noted.
of course, only limited to when I am not on death's door and need a potion of some sort. If, for instance, I am about to die, then you are allowed to mama bird me a health potion, or a potion that will allow me to live through any adverse effects.
Guts, I think I can explain this better because I think I know what you're saying.
No, it's...
Basically what Guts is saying, 01.
01 zooms up to, just, focuses on you.
If Guts is unconscious and almost dead, you are allowed to force feed him healing potions so that he does not die.
Right, or, for instance, if I'm poisoned or other
under-
adverse effects.
Under any other circumstance, you are not allowed to do that to Guts.
So, you know how
Computing.
You know how butt chugging puts the alcohol in you faster? Does butt chugging a health potion heal you faster?
Oh.
Do not.
That is an interesting quandary. Typically, health potions are fairly instant to begin with, so...
You want to test this out?
Me and 01 are just looking at the two during the conversation.
Male potions do I got? This is totally worth it.
Pitch as a slime, you're unable to butt chug, so to speak, right?
Oh, I got 7 regular healing potions. Worth it. All right.
I have no idea what you're really talking about.
Oh, wait. To be able to see the effects of the healing potion, you would first need to be damaged.
I would damage you.
Yes.
You're not sticking a potion up my ass. All right.
Damage me.
Well, is there one-
Why?
Why'd you say it like that?
Why?
Or
can
how
throw
about
one
we
away
test
quicker
out the
now.
little one's capabilities?
Oh, dude, punch guts in the dick.
We already left.
Where did they go? We must test this for science.
I'm still testing it. Here, fucking stand real still and let me shoot you in the face.
Gotcha.
Roll an attack roll.
Eldritch Blast.
Fucking stand real still, nerd.
Notably, I still have like 22 AC.
Yeah, but you're fucking doing
Can
nothing.
I choose to be hit by an attack? Or is it still
I'll
under the AC?
allow it.
rule? Okay.
Yeah,
Damage
let's see if I
me.
roll. Here we go. No, pretty good.
That's already good enough.
Hmm.
So I hit you in the face with an Eldritch Blast. 1 beam.
How much damage?
Did how much damage?
I mean, we're about to do a long rest, so I think we're fine.
I mean, we gotta realize how much HP it heals.
Fucking Christ.
Alright, 6 damage.
The real question.
Well, you know. Well,
are
you know
being
what?
answered right now.
You know what? Pitch is a scientist. Let's do it in pitches room.
Oh God.
You know, that
Doors-
sounds like a great idea.
Yeah, it's up great.
The door is locked because I'm doing
Alright.
research stuff.
Break it down
I knock on the door. Hey, Pitch, open up.
aggressively.
We gotta test something out.
What do you need to test?
Butt chugging potions.
Butt chugging potions.
I don't know what that is.
You'll learn real quick.
I mean, you're a scientist. You're interested in this stuff, aren't you?
Not particularly at the moment. I'm interested in other matters.
It's
Oh my
for
God.
science.
I'm still busy with other matters.
All right then, fine.
We'll just do it right outside the door so you can hear it.
Yep.
God damn it.
You can also just, you know, look under the door if you're that interested.
All right, take off your pants.
Yep. Pants down.
All right, take the fucking uncorked potion.
Oh. So,
God.
what are the
Good.
effects of butt chugging the health potion?
Actually, wait. Would they even have this concept in a medieval fantasy era?
Yes.
I don't think so.
I mean, it doesn't matter. We're still shoving it up my butt.
Yeah.
Just a random thought. Hey, maybe it works better if you put it up your butt.
This would have definitely been
I
explored.
already answered this, but sure, let's do this.
We have to test it out for science.
Okay, by the way.
Alright, roll healing.
Oh, dude.
You did.
Oh shit, you were able to heal him. But the noticeable difference is there's no fucking difference. In fact, it would probably be a lot better if he actually drank it. But you got lucky and were able to actually heal his damage area.
Nice.
So butt chucking has no tangible advantages. In fact, it's probably more inconvenient than anything.
You know, I couldn't tell a difference.
All right, we're gonna take the bottle out your ass. It's yours now.
Cool.
God. And Pitch is vastly ignoring to whatever the fuck the other two are doing. And I think we're going to end this session at this.
On
What a
the
way.
butt chugging.
Butt chugging.
What a way to go. On the bright side, you guys will be in more tomorrow, or the next time. On that note, by the way, we'll be playing at 8:30 or 9.
Okay.
Next Friday or Thursday?
Friday,
Gotcha.
because I get off at 8.
Wait, what's happening here?
So next Friday, you guys will
Night.
play, but at 8:30 or 9.
And denied, but okay.
Denied?
Denied.
Denied.
Denied?
Denied.
You've been denied.
Denied.
How do you feel, BRG? Being denied your more ceremony.
Why?
I am heartbroken.
I'm busy.
As you should be.
It's okay. Okay, next week then.
Cool.
Or we could just do it tomorrow.
No.
Or we
Denied.
could just not do it tomorrow.
I'm closing tomorrow.
Yeah,
That's why
that
we're-
makes sense
that's
why you
why
did
we're
it
doing
today.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
So, yeah. And then the day after that, I can't really do it either. Because I'm almost closing the next day.
Ian, did you post art during D&D?
Of course he did.
Of course I did, but that was like the very start of D&D.
I can't believe you. Not paying attention to the D&D? For shame, Ian.
I mean, the first half of the D&D game was you two.
For shame.
So how was the session?
Good.
Learned that butt chugging a potion. Doesn't
Yeah, that was pretty impactful. I
boring.
I got a +1 longsword. That's nice.
Yeah.
0-1 has
With
been
a name
created.
too.
Mm-hmm.
I built 0-1. Hooray!
In
Now
case.
Now I just need to build 0-2.
Like Darling in the Franks.
No, more like the Kirby boss.
There's a Kirby boss called 02?
Yes. Do you know nothing of Kirby?
I mean, I know Krakow, I know DDD, I know Meta Knight, I know Galactonite, I know Popstar, I know,
Do you know Zero?
There's a mouse.
there is a mouse, yes.
The
That's
mouse,
the
one.
roach.
The mouse is pretty cool.
Is Zero the... Oh no, that's Marks I'm thinking of. I don't think I know Zero. But anyway, in case you're wondering, the +1 longsword, assuming that it is the generic +1 longsword, is +1 to hit and +1 to damage, right?
Yep.
Cool. Now that means with
Holy shit.
And
I just didn't want it to just be a +1 longsword. I wanted it to be a kind of a unique looking sword.
yeah. And assuming I am attuned with it after tonight's long rest, I will have a +9 to hit and a D8 +6 for damage.
Yep.
Which is pretty nice.
It is pretty nice. It's actually going to be a nice level upgrade for you.
Woohoo! More consistency.
Woo! Maybe it won't roll so bad.
Listen, you've already seen. He has big pluses. It doesn't matter what the fuck he rolls.
Yeah, +9 to hit helps a bit.
It helps a bit, yeah.
+9 to hit, by the way.
Alright. Well, in that case, I'm
Hey.
going to zonk out.
Yep.
I'll-
Thank you for watching. Still out. Bye.